Let's get the computer to get all angry.
Angry.
Should be live, right?
Yes.
You know what? Our screen is cut off. Can you speak?
Yes. Hello.
All right, yeah. Hang on. No. Okay. How about that?
Yes.
All right, good. We can see the green now when we talk.
Cool.
We are live, and the computer's starting to freeze up already. So, whatever. We're just going to keep going. Dreadpool is the first man in the bullpen here. Dreadpool, what's going on in the live chat room? I saw him on earlier before we came on. It was on Gaming Beyond the Box.
Nice.
Give me this. Let's share this out. Okay. Now that we're live, boom. We have the Alchemist here. Alchemist, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
What's up?
What's up?
All right, we have a big show tonight.
Yeah. There's actually news, right?
Well, yeah. Thanks for joining the channel. Yeah, no problem, man. I saw on Twitter that you were on, so I jumped on there. I had you on while I was watching AEW, and I think your show was a better show tonight at this point. Okay, so what's going on? So maybe GoldenEye tomorrow?
Maybe.
So Gamescom, right? So that's going on all day tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the 25th anniversary of GoldenEye, released on N64 in America.
Tomorrow is?
Tomorrow's the 25th anniversary. It came out on N64.
They have to stop teasing.
And tomorrow is the Xbox Gamescom.
I'm still scared to get my hopes up, though. I don't trust them.
What time are they going at a certain time?
I don't know. It's in Germany, right?
It's like all day. I think it's like 8 a.m.
It's in Germany. Is it in Germany? Where is this thing?
I think it is. I think we looked it up a couple
because I
weeks
remember
ago.
A customer of mine, he went to Gamescom and Goldberg was there. What was that, like 2016, 2017?
Well,
yeah, it's in Germany.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we get something related to that because we've been waiting for GoldenEye to just drop already for so long, and hooking up the 360 is no more if we can plug that in, play it.
Look, they could have had the whole summer with that, but you know what? As long as it comes out at this point,
we'll take it.
Yeah, August went by in like 2 seconds, so
the whole summer went by in 2 seconds. Why? Why does it happen to us?
Yep, right into
the freezing before you know it.
I'm just looking forward to the fall weather while we have it. I know it's short-lived, but
short-lived. We'll get snow until friggin' March of next year. What are you talking about?
Well,
we get more cold weather,
though.
We get more cold weather than hot weather.
No, it's true. But the fall weather isn't that cold. That like the cold weather.
You're like 100 years old. Like,
nah, it's like the big pun in the rap videos, like as the camera zooms out.
What the fuck? Oh man,
you guys going on about Multi Mario last night? Damn near killed me. Cannibal Ritual, how you doing, man?
Almost killed me too. I fell right asleep. I was exhausted.
Boy Wonder, what's up? We're all doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hey, I got a.
What's up, guys?
Oh man, it's on the other stream. It's on the other thing on OBS. Never mind. I had clips of The Last Dragon for a Cannibal Ritual. I'll have to cue those up next time. Jamion is in the chat. He's the guy who gave us the big news last week.
Yeah, that was nuts.
The news that nobody covered for like 3 days.
It was like, 12:01 in the morning, and he's like, hey guys, this happened.
Embracer bought, I don't even remember who they bought.
Limited Run and a bunch of other random Lord of the Rings, all that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And they own all of it.
Phil's interview. We're going to get to Phil's interview. And yes, they're making a Forza Gears of War game. We'll talk about that later. I mean, according to him, that's what he wrote just now.
What? Oh, Gears Forza. I love that game. That's my favorite Forza game.
All right, let's get on with the news here.
The Gamescom, right?
Gamescom.
Yeah. That's tomorrow. But I mean, stuff happened at.
I mean, Gamescom's been going on all week.
Yeah. We could talk about that first. So they announced the DualSense Edge, which is PlayStation's like Pro controller or whatever. You know, it's like you could change the buttons out and all that stuff.
I did see that.
I don't know how much it's going to be. We were guessing like $200.
Oh, remember when the Elite controller came out? It was $180. And people were like, no one's going to pay for the fucking controller. Right? Meanwhile, the scuff controllers for PlayStation 4 were going for like $250.
Yeah, and they were like,
now
bootleg.
I want to see. We saw all that negative publicity from these Sony Pony guys about the Elite controller being $180. I guarantee this thing's going to be $199. And they're going to be like, oh, but it's worth the $199 now. It's going to be worth it, right? Because Sony's doing it. But when Xbox was doing it, they're crazy. No one's going to pay for that. Meanwhile, all the PlayStation guys are buying scuffs. Now I want to see the tables turn on this one. Let's just sit back and relax.
There's a reason they didn't tell us the price.
Well, yeah. They didn't tell us the price of PlayStation VR 2 also, which they announced is coming in early 2023.
Yep. If it's not like $1 million, I'm going to buy it.
Dreadpool said, I told you, it's going to cost a second job.
Oh, that's right.
That joke is from the PlayStation 3 days.
Yep.
Our customers will get a second job to play our console. Like, no, they fucking won't. And everyone ran out and bought a 360. Everyone said, fuck you and your second job.
You can get a second job and you won't have time to play it.
Dude, I don't know. Every time I think of PlayStation 3, I think of Anthony's dad having the console for a little bit, not even a year, and the laser fucking broke. And he had to go out and buy a brand new one.
That was the craziest part. Because I thought 360 was the...
Because they told your dad it was going to be $150 to fix it. And your dad was like, I could just put that towards a new machine.
Yeah. He's like, I already have that. Like, you know, I'll try to get that ready. Like, because he just wanted to play. He didn't want to sit there and not, you know... He didn't have an alternative. He just had, you know, he didn't even have a PS2.
$150 for a little crappy laser. For a laser that cost 3 cents.
Yep.
But that's okay, because years later, I fixed that console for you guys, and you still use it to this day.
Yeah, it was on 3.55 or lower because it was sitting, you know, in storage for a while, not being updated. And Perry was like, don't even fucking update it. Just keep it offline because it's probably under 3.55. And this is back when... You know, this is back 10, 11 years ago when the firmware was very specific. Now it's easy. But it was, it worked out. We saved a lot of money. And then we replaced the Blu-ray drive and it was good as new. But I'm happy that, you know, we just waited and didn't, you know, update it or whatever because we got some more life out of it, obviously, and fixed it. So.
Okay. I'll just check that Jamion's link. If it's true.
Let me see.
Apparently, they let it slip that Microsoft is the home of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, no. That's not good.
We'll see what happens with that. Sony is copying Xbox 100%. I heard them. The fact that you sampled those made my day. Dude, they're on my computer. They're going to be on my Stream Deck when I configure it for this computer. You're going to hear show enough again. By the way, he should be in Mortal Kombat 12. I don't know what they're waiting for. I'm not even kidding.
What would his finisher be?
What his finisher is in the movie.
Oh my god. That'd be hilarious.
Dude, he's better than Shao Kahn, man. He whooped Shao Kahn's ass. He was better than the fucking good guy in the movie, Bruce Leroy.
He's definitely more entertaining.
Dude, this movie theater scene, it's just too funny.
I like how they wear the football pads like the samurai outfit.
Like, that scene was alright too, where he trashes the pizzeria.
Oh yeah.
But you could tell when he throws the kid, it's totally like an adult, like stunt double. Because his legs are like fucking The guy's built like a ladder, and it's like supposed to be a little kid.
He grew extra legs for
Yeah.
the shot.
He should be the final boss, to be honest. And you fight him in the movie theater. Yes. Dude, if they ever bring Mortal Kombat, like, create a character again, they ever bring that back, totally gonna make him.
They should have
I actually Googled it, and people on Reddit have been begging Ed Boon to bring him in. Like, this is an actual thing.
Like they actually really wanted this to be on like a DLC pack or something.
Yeah, they want him in the game.
I mean, it can't cost a lot of money to get
I was gonna
him.
say it wouldn't be far fetched if he was just like, yeah, MK12, yeah, we'll put him in.
Trainwreck, what's going on, brother? So chances of getting we are getting an Elite 3. The minute you saw the Elite V2 white controller,
it was yeah,
that's signaling the V3. Because when the Elite V1 white came out, the V2 came out a few months later.
Just wait.
Just wait. I have a V2. I used it to charge it, and I never even used it.
I never
Sitting in
pulled
the
the
closet.
trigger on any of these like premium controllers. Like I personally never did it.
Let's just see what the V3 has. The series controller pretty much does everything you need to do.
I don't know, you know.
I like to lock the triggers, but besides that, you got the satellite dish now built into the regular controllers.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I never checked it out. Like that's what Nick uses upstairs. Like he has the V2. I think he has the V2.
What? He's a PC streamer using Xbox controllers?
Well, he was using that until he went on his PC, and now he's, you know, probably on keyboard and mouse, I'm sure.
Oh, you guys are pissed at WB. Yeah, WB's canceling everything. I don't know what's going on with WB. Now they want to release 2 movies a year. Like, what the hell is going on, man?
I don't know.
How come whenever Warner Brothers, Time Warner, how come when Time Warner merges with somebody, they destroy the company? And then they unmerge from them like 10 years later, and then they merge with somebody else and they ruin the company.
Yeah, it's like it either gets better
AOL took over Time Warner, ruined that company. Now these guys are taking over and ruining the company.
I mean, I canceled my HBO Max, and then,
Why?
but, you know,
Tell us!
well, because they're going to be merging with Discovery Plus eventually, and they're going to be changing their service or whatever. And I just was like, all right, let me get out of this now while I still can. Now I'm just going to be downloading the new Game of Thrones every week. But that's beside the point. I'll just deal with that because that's like less of a headache of just like, I don't know. It's like the Halo show. I just downloaded it each week and that was it. It was like, I'm not signing up for Paramount if I don't need it, So.
They lost $5.5 billion in 1 month. After canceling unaired but finished stuff. Apparently deleting it all. Wow. Well, rest in peace, Discovery Brothers, or whatever they want to call them.
Discovery
Brothers.
All right, what's going on here? What are we talking about now?
Okay, so Gamescom. Sonic Frontiers got a release date November 8th, which we knew. It's coming.
So that may be on Xbox? Oh.
Well, I mean, it's coming out on Xbox. I don't know if it's going to be on like Game Pass. That would be something, actually. Even if they don't own it,
yeah,
if they got the
really
brand new
cool.
game on Game Pass, that would be big.
That would be. How's that coming out when?
These aren't
November
kids.
8th.
Okay.
Yep.
RWK, what's up, buddy? You're not late. We're just getting
But
into
here's
the
the
news
thing,
now.
though. Do you guys? I have an honest question. Like, what was the last recently released Sonic game that was really good? That was new. That you were
Mania.
like, this is
Mania.
a really good game.
Sonic
What year
Mania.
What year was that?
2017.
That's not okay.
But it wasn't like a 3D.
And then they fired
Sonic
the guy
game.
that made it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
They just fired him recently. Christian Whitehead. They popped that Whitehead out.
The last good 3D Sonic game that's like this new one was probably like GameCube, like Sonic Heroes or something.
Yeah, I was
like.
gonna say because before that, I remember you guys mentioning it's been a while of.
Forces was alright. I beat that one. It was
Yeah,
like the first Sonic game I beat
one-
since Sonic 2.
That one's like tolerable.
I
Like,
could,
some of them
Sonic
were
4.
bad.
Sonic 4 Episode 1. Yo,
That was good.
Sonic 4 Episode 1. I threw the controller against the wall.
Oh.
He's running, and then he just stops, and he's walking around, looking around. I'm like, what are you doing? This is not Sonic.
I thought it was good, at least as far as, like, you know, it brought it back to after whatever the fuck Sonic HD was, because that was, you know...
No, Sonic 4 Episode 2 was a lot better. But Sonic 4 Episode 1, it was a piece of... You know, they should just redo Sonic 4. Just ignore the 1 and 2 thing and just redo it. But they'll never do that. We'll never get Mario 5.
No.
Can you hear me on the delay, Frank, or are we good?
What do you mean? I can hear you.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah. Also, I forgot Generations was good.
RWK88 is glad that Anthony is back.
I'm back. What's up, man? It was nice to take a little break.
And I am back.
Back.
Come on,
He's back.
Anthony. Get up, Anthony. Let me show you these hands.
Hey, sit down and
I
shut
got something
up.
for your ass in these hands.
I'm gonna start dressing like that guy with that little shirt and just confront people.
Your mic sounds better. Not as muffled. Okay, but I'm using my original mic. I'm not using the headset this time. I use the headset when I stream. This League of Legends crap.
I have mine right here.
But I'm on my Yeti, so we're good now. Now I'm going to sound a lot better because I'm always on my Yeti when I do the podcast. When I'm streaming, I'm going to try to use the headset. What?
I'm just laughing at what Cannibal said in the chat. Well, I'm not going to touch on that yet. But
We're going to talk about that a little bit later.
Last.
That's the main
that'll be
event.
the last thing. Yeah, that'll be the last thing we talk about.
That's
We'll
the
get to
main event.
stuff.
Anthony was there. I don't know what he did and did not witness, kind of, but we'll address that later.
Yeah.
He can't tell you everything, but he can tell you certain things.
Yeah, and I wasn't there when stuff exactly happened, but I know people that were around. But we'll get to that.
Still can't believe this
There was
is
a rumor he told everyone that you said it was all right.
Oh no! Oh my god!
Don't say that. I did not say that. Oh no.
You're in trouble now.
Yeah, no.
Get Multo Mario to show up to Monster Mania.
With his meatballs.
His sausage and meatballs.
I was crying yesterday. Oh my god! I almost died. Don't stop till I say when.
You guys should really dress up as showing off Stugs for the streams. Yeah, I wish. Likewise. Anthony, was Gary's hand supple or support? Supple? What's supple?
Like soft and like nice, like. I think.
I did not pay whatever he was charging for an autograph. And
Apparently you paid to have him grab your ass and shit.
You paid for more than you bargained for, or
Yeah.
whatever.
I could have paid the Kumbaya chick from Friday 13th to do that to me if I really wanted to. It's like, come on. Why would I do that for Busey?
I don't know, man.
Oh, man. People are nuts.
The full calzone. With
No.
spicy meatball.
Man.
Oh man, Multi Mario. What did you guys think of that when you heard that? Like, you just watching the stream and then we're talking about the chef.
It just devolved into chaos. Like
Did you use the
immediately.
mixer? Like, what did you do?
No, we were just making fun of the guy because the guy he's in a situation. He was kind of in a situation like Cosby and Busey.
What?
You
We
even
were
know what this guy
reading-
looks like?
We were reading the Busey article, and then I brought him up, and we just went off on like a tangent of like insanity with this. Like, I think it's worth listening back to because it was hilarious.
I should, you know what I should do? So funny last night, says Drupal. I should cut that
Just clip it, yeah.
and
Yeah.
re-upload it. And
I think it's worth it.
Dude, we were dying laughing.
I was crying.
And then when we signed off, I don't know why, but on Twitter, I got like a picture of Lady Gaga wearing meat. And I sent it to the guy. I sent it to Frank and the guys. I was like, yo, it totally looks like Malta Mario. He would be in love with her with that.
I was typing in his dream girl, and then you wrote it, and I was like, "Oh, he beat me to it!" Like,
It was the best kind of curveball, and it just kept escalating, getting more and more out there. Yeah, that's what we do. We do that in real life. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Off stream.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do that almost about everything in real life off stream. So that's just a snippet.
It's a glance into reality.
oh,
It could be random. One thing will happen, and we'll talk about it all night and make fun of it. Rockstar took down videos from the founders pre-GTA. Oh, well. Rockstar's becoming the bad guy now. They're making too much money. Okay. What do we get?
Okay.
What do we got going on here?
so also at Gamescom, surprisingly, I think we both had the same
The
reaction.
Taste of Mario.
They announced Killer Clowns from Outer Space game,
Yes.
which what? Like, how is that
Out of
even
nowhere.
possible?
Apparently, it's a versus game, right? Made by
Yep.
the same by Gun Media, so it's the same.
Can we get a Freddy game? Come
It's starting to
on.
be like Telltale with these like horror games. Like they're just making them left and right.
Can you imagine a Freddy game where you got to
Dream
run out of the
Warrior.
basement and you got to run upstairs, and
Like
then
your Dream Warrior, man, that's awesome. Like,
and then,
it's all
yeah,
there.
and then when you're playing as Freddy, instead of like doing, you know how Jason can like morph over there,
Yeah, and you
hit the button and it changes where they are. It changes their room completely.
Oh,
So if they're in the bedroom, you can hit the button and they're in the boiler room again.
I feel like it would be like
Totally be an awesome game.
yeah, where you're like spawning people, kind of like Evil Dead, where like you're spawning the undead, or in this case, you're spawning like things to fuck with them, like how Freddy always kind of has like things that are like messing with them, or he pulls in people that they know from their real life and stuff like that. There's so much they can do that really hasn't been tapped before with like the new shit that they've done. And did they say when this is coming out, or
Probably
let me
Texas
see.
Chainsaw comes out this year, right? Or
not next year.
next year.
Let me see if there's
It's
any
Texas
kind of-
Chainsaw. I think it's 2023, right? Early 2023.
I thought it was. I'm gonna check right now. Actually.
You know, Gunmetal. You know what they also got coming out? A Malta Mario game where you're locked in this house and you can't get out.
Cooking Dungeon. It comes out early 2023.
You're locked in the kitchen.
Killer Clowns. So
Someone's coming after him.
imagine he just kicks the door down in that game.
Imagine Malta Mario kicks the door down. It starts
what I'm
wrecking
saying.
Anthony's place.
Oh, I meant in the game, not in real life. He has a giant salami and he's just knocking all of his stuff off the shelves.
He's gonna put his cats in the meat grinder.
Yeah. This was my last girlfriend. That was so funny. The sausage.
Hello, Mario. Oh man, he broke into Anthony's house.
That's it. He got him.
What would you do? And this guy Malta Mario was on camera just breaking all his DVDs and everything.
He got Anthony with the sausage twine and he like pulled him down.
He's tying Anthony up in the sausage net and hanging him on the wall.
Yeah. He hangs him from the ceiling in the sausage thing.
Apparently Nintendo's bringing Anthony DRM.
Wow. Sounds great.
Yes, the nouveau to Switch. We will be talking about that in a little bit.
Yes.
The Switch is totally dead if that happens.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Too.
You know why they're doing that, right? Because the Steam Deck.
Yeah, everyone's
You
playing
could just
the
run
games
Switch
on the
games
Steam
right on
Deck.
the Steam Deck.
If the first party games don't get it, I don't think it'll be a big deal. But if they put it on like Mario Odyssey and Zelda, and so that's gonna be bad.
What
It's
if it's for the new Switch?
It could be.
so that you can't just dump Breath of the Wild 2.
That's actually a good point. We're almost there, so yeah. Because I don't even think this Switch can run like anything extra. Like it would tank.
It would kill it. It would kill the machine.
Because I know, like even PC
Dude, they had the
games that
frame
have
rate
it.
open, and the games are running at 5 frames per second. Imagine
Yeah.
if they threw de novo on that thing; it'd be running at like 0.0 frames per second.
Yeah, because even on PC it affects performance. So
Look
there's
at
no way
Amazing
that-
Spider-Man 2 on Steam. I bought it on Steam. The game runs at 10 frames a second because of de novo or whatever they got on there. I
Yeah.
downloaded a cracked version of the game, runs at full 60 FPS. It's like
That's what's gonna happen.
I actually
now.
paid for the game and I got screwed.
You have to wait like a year for people to crack Nintendo games just to play it.
Not crack in 2 minutes. Nintendo's DRM sucks.
That's true.
What happened? This guy Mario was at your door?
Oh no, I had to bring one of the cats upstairs.
You see? All right. Can we get on with this?
Yes. So that was pretty much the Gamescom stuff so far. I mean, they announced.
So tomorrow's the last day, right?
I think it goes to like the 28th or something.
Oh shit.
But I don't know. It's not like necessarily like announcements. It's not like an E3. It's just like a convention.
Yeah, pretty much one of those things where like the company will just tweet out if there's something that is like updated for.
Yeah, we were just checking Wario. We didn't even watch it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like I feel like that would be the best way to do it.
FRS will help games on the Switch look better. They're already using FRS 1.0 on the Switch on Splatoon 3.
Oh.
What is that?
Is that like that upscaling thing? Like VRR or whatever?
I think
I don't
once
know.
Splatoon 3, the leaderboards get hacked on day one, I think Nintendo's going to stop supporting that game like they did with Splatoon 2.
Yeah.
Upscale. Okay, there you go. Gary's Mods.
Splatoon 3 is a game that we didn't need or ask for.
That's a game that came out of nowhere. Nobody wanted it. Nobody asked for it. And by the way, Target is still selling Splatoon 2 for full price.
Wow.
So you can pick 2 or 3 for the same price.
Because it's the same exact game.
Nintendo with Splatoon 2. The leaderboards got hacked the first week, and Nintendo stopped doing everything.
Oh, yeah, they stopped.
They gave up.
They never even spoke about
What
it
happens
again.
when that happens to this game? They're just going to give up on it. And then we're going to get Splatoon 4 on Switch, whatever.
This has
Switch
to be
U.
the last one. Like
I
can't.
think this franchise is like dead.
If I was Nintendo and I even wanted to ever touch this again, I would do like a free battle royale. Like, don't even charge money for it because no one's gonna buy it.
It'd be like a free to
it's too
play.
late. Yeah, I mean,
Nintendo is so behind the curve with this whole thing, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, why did they think this was a good idea? No, I don't think people are gonna buy this game. I think it's gonna flop.
Planning Shadow Man. It's crazy.
Planning.
Planning or playing? AMD's version of upscaling.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Yep.
Next.
So yeah, the only other thing that was a big deal, which we kind of knew, was what's that game? Oh, Dead Island 2 is coming out in February. That was like the final.
Okay,
Why?
so what the fuck? We haven't
What?
heard about this game like in 8 years, and this thing just comes out of nowhere like it's done. You know what I mean? Like
Well, they've
like
been
an
working
undercooked
on it.
turkey out of the oven. You know what I mean?
Well,
But
hey-
it was in development hell, so nothing was happening. Remember, we kept talking about it. We're just like, yeah, that game's done. They're not moving it. They're not doing anything. Like, what the hell have you been doing? Taking a nap for 7 years?
Well, you know what? It's better that it comes out of nowhere at being done
I just hope
Then-
it's good. you
than
know?
saying, hey, you know, it's coming out next year. Oh, we have something to tell you, and put the little JPEG
no.
up. Like, you know what I
It's
mean?
the text on a black screen.
I
Sorry.
hate that. I saw another one of those yesterday and today. Every day there's a new
Yeah.
JPEG saying, well, we have some news to share with you. And it's like this big, long thing about how it's delayed. Just be like, yo, it's delayed. See you next year. Duke Nukem. I might get on Dead Island 2. Hella. Does anybody remember what?
I never saw that.
I don't know what that is. All right, so Dead Island 2. So what do you think,
Yeah.
Anthony? Think you're gonna buy it?
I honestly never really got. I was always a Left 4 Dead player. I never got into
Ooh.
Dead Island. I think I played back on the Burn games. Burn in the games. I think I played Riptide. That was the add-on, right? It was like it had everything in it. I think I played that a little bit. Because I think that came with like all the post DLC. But that's it. I never really got into it. I mean, look, it's a fun co-op zombie shooter, as it looks like, and I think they see Back 4 Blood doing pretty well. And to be honest with you, like I think I've been playing Back 4 Blood for a year now. Obviously, I like Left 4 Dead better, but like I actually like Back 4 Blood a little bit more on the harder modes because it's more of a challenge. I feel like it's too easy on normal, and it has you play your stuff better, your cards and everything. So I wonder if they're going to implement a system in Dead Island 2 that has more of the customization and stuff like that in the game. Considering it's been so long and maybe they don't want to feel as dated. Because if I don't know, I feel like if Back 4 Blood didn't make those changes to adding attachments and adding, different things that made it really good and unique. Now it's not saying Back 4 Blood is the most unique thing ever, but I think with Dead Island 2, I wonder what they're going to do to kind of make it stand out in a sea of like what used to be a bunch of zombie games or zombie first person shooters all the time, and now it's like that era's kind of over, but it still happens from time to time with like first person zombie games, right? But I don't know. I really caught me by surprise. I was like, they're still doing that? Like I thought that was just done. But we saw the trailer like 8 years ago, the guy running and he's like naked by the pool and he's like running around like you know what I mean? Like we haven't heard anything about this game. So I don't know. That's the trailer they presented, so I don't know.
RWK says, I think it's Goat Simulator replaced with zombies.
Oh no.
Leslie Nielsen's in it. Can't be bad. I think he's talking about that Repossessed movie or whatever. It's a play on words. Dead Island 2, Helle, because, LA is really fucked up right now. Don't call me Shirley. I had fun playing Dead Island 1. Hope it isn't buggy. Isn't this like the third person one?
This is first person, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's third person.
One of them was third person.
I'm not like... I don't think I'm imagining it wrong.
Listen, brother. At the shop, I got like 85,000 copies of this game.
Hey, you might know more than me. I
didn't even play it.
Triples is FPS. Okay, I knew I wasn't imagining that.
I probably played it for like 2 seconds when I was burning games back on a 360.
Well, they like remastered it or whatever for Xbox One. You can get all 3 games for like $7 with gold this week. So if you want to play them, I mean, that's super cheap.
Escape Dead Island is a third person. Maybe that's the one I'll check out.
Let me see if that one's in the bundle. I think it is. You probably have it already.
Dead Island spin-off in third person. Can't remember the name. Well, he says right there, it's Escape Dead Island. Dead Island 1 trailer is awesome. Deadpool got it. Wow, Deadpool's in the chat. We got Dreadpool and Deadpool.
No way.
I'm kidding, Alchemist.
Yeah, I don't... So apparently this is the third... They had to throw out 2 other developer teams on this project. This is the third one that they got for this game. They threw out Jaeger Development, and then they threw out Sumo Digital, and then they got
Sumo Digital screwed up a game called Crackdown 3, right?
I remember.
But then they made Little Big Planet, and everyone loves them now. Aspire Games lost the rights to KOTOR, and it's now going to
Saber, right?
Sumo Digital's making the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game.
Oh man, it's done. Saber Interactive, the Evil Dead guys are going to get their shot. at KOTOR, so that's good.
And who's making that Ghostbusters game?
Sony.
That's
I don't know. They own the rights.
I thought it was one of the typical crew that makes
I'm shocked that
games.
Sony didn't make Ghostbusters an exclusive.
Yeah,
They
right.
could've.
They could have.
It's Ilphonic. That's what it was.
They could make Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy. They could make all those games exclusive to PlayStation tomorrow, and they just don't do it.
Nope.
Well, they were doing a sequel to the new Ghostbusters film, and I think if they're gonna do, you know, the game, bring it back, I think now's the time to do it. You know, while the hype is hot.
Yeah.
I just remember, I remember getting a message on my answering machine back in the day.
From the
On,
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it was actually because GameStop, they would do those weird little calls, right? And you would just hear them on the on the other side of the phone. It's like, you have to pick up Ghostbusters or whatever, and it's it was a whole thing. It wasn't the dude from the store.
Ghostbusters, but we don't have it.
Yeah, it's not out yet, but we don't have it, but it's there. No, but I remember that he was because it was a dialogue between all the Ghostbusters.
Oh
or
my
something
God.
like that. It was a whole thing, and I was like, this is
Stupid.
It was just funny though. It was
He said it was awesome, then you said it was stupid, then he was like, yeah, it was funny.
well, no, it was just one of those weird things. For a Ghostbusters video game that was coming out in 2009, you didn't think that GameStop was going to go all out, but they did with pre-order bonuses and they're always doing that shit. Pre-order now and you'll get the
You know what's so funny?
skin.
This
for
thing was
whoever.
going all over Twitter, where it would show a line for midnight release at GameStop, and people were like, "Kids today will never know what it's like," and I'm just like, "Oh my God!" Kids today are happy they don't know what it's like. The last time that we waited outside a few years ago for a midnight release, what was that for? Star Wars or something?
That was the last.
There's
big
people
one we
smoking
did, yeah.
cigarettes. Everyone smells like freaking pot. We're all standing on the line. Then there's 25 people on the line, 3 people at once. And then they're ringing you out, and they're trying to sell you, you're going to pick a game up. This is in Poughkeepsie, right? Here's your game. You want anything else? Look around real quick.
Remember this?
And then as you're paying, they're like, hey, you want Cricket Wireless? You want to change your phone? You want to upgrade your phone plan? I'm like, there's 85 people outside.
The lady tried to sell me Cricket Wireless.
And I'm
she actually tried to sell me a phone plan.
I'm like, dude, enough. What just
Enough is
happened is in
enough.
the chat room. What's up, man? The 3-pack does not include Escape from Dead Island. The third game is a side run scroller. Halo
Escape
first
from
and
Dead Island
last
is
time.
$2.99 also on sale.
So listen,
I
I don't
don't
miss
know.
the GameStop releases.
I personally do to a certain extent, just because when I was, I don't know, when I was in middle school, high school, there was a simpler time of going there and just picking stuff up. You know what I mean?
Look at
back
the
when you
chat
didn't-
room.
Oh my god!
Yeah, not
I
happy
think we all
campers.
agree.
Yeah, but back then it was just a different ritual of you would convince your parents
Cannibal
to stay
ritual?
home from school. Yeah, you would convince your parents to stay home from school because
Your parents would stay home from school.
you would convince my parents to stay home from school. I would convince.
When did I do
my
that?
Parents. That's what I did.
No,
Damn,
parents, don't go
you're
to
fucking me
school
up
today.
big time. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
He said you would convince your parents to stay home from school.
Yeah, they go to school and you're trying to tell them not to go to school.
Yeah, I'm telling. Yeah.
Don't go to school. Stay
And then
home.
when I said,
Yeah,
"What are you
stay home
talking about?"
and play.
Because you would convince. I'm like, I didn't convince nobody.
It just destroyed your
Yeah.
train of thought. Sorry.
But no, yeah, no, they were cool. They were always, kind of an event. I think the first one I went to was Gears of War 2. And then because Halo 3, I didn't go to the midnight launch, but I was able to obviously play it at that same day. Halo 2, I think my dad waited in line for the night before. But it was like,
Boy Wonder, take care, buddy. He's leaving for tonight.
oh, cool. Take care, man. But yeah, no, I don't know. It's obviously dumb because, like, if you think of it now, yeah, you don't want to wait outside in the cold for anything. You know, what's the point?
Why don't you sit down and
obviously a console's the only thing that you would do that for now. But for games, yeah, no, not back then. It was just different because
Why don't you sit down and shut up?
there wasn't an option to buy them digitally at a time. So yeah, it was good times on those GameStop things. I don't really like GameStop as a business overall, but back then, I didn't go to Walmart. I didn't go to Best Buy for midnight launches. I never did.
Dude, we went to Best Buy a couple of times, and it was all right. But again, they stopped people at the line. Like, hey, we can only let like 5 people at the register at a time. And
but
we're
me and
waiting
you were
there.
like VIPs over there.
We had that guy. He looked like Road Dogg. Remember that guy in Poughkeepsie?
Yeah. He would like personally come to us and be like, "Oh, it's you guys!" Like, because we bought so much stuff.
Friggin' Road Dogg. I was like, yo, where's Billy Gunn? Oh. The guy looked like Road Dogg. Yeah, we would pick up systems and stuff like that. I don't know. Then there's Best Buy, the systems would go down at like 12:05 a.m. And I'm like, why don't they just do this stuff before midnight? What's the big deal? No, gotta do it
Yeah.
midnight. Can't do it any sooner. Like,
Yeah,
why?
I remember that because it would have to be actual midnight, and then
Didn't we go with you? You and Nick came with us to a midnight release once?
yeah, it was the
What was it?
I want to say it was the Switch, right? Was it when the Switch was coming out?
It might have been.
I just remember getting there later. It was at night, and you guys were already there at Best Buy. And then we drove to the car back to your place from there. Like, I think we met you guys there because you were waiting out in line. Or it was either the Wii U or a Switch.
Wii U definitely wasn't the Wii U.
No, it wasn't the Wii U. It must have
Well,
been Switch.
an edition of the Wii U. It wasn't like when it came out. I thought it was like, something like that.
Maybe it was. I don't know. I don't remember.
'Cause I remember going inside the lobby with you guys, and they had all the stuff around the counter that you can grab in addition to what you're grabbing. They put all that shit around like,
Right.
customer service. I remember seeing all that stuff. The Zelda Wii U?
No. I got that at Target.
Okay. Yeah, so it might have been the Switch. It might have been the Switch. I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah,
it
you
was
know
something
why? Because I
Nintendo.
got to Switch a day. Okay, listen. That was my birthday weekend because I got to Switch a day early. I got to Switch on my birthday.
Mm.
And then that weekend you guys came up. And then I think
Yeah.
we went that weekend to pick it up or whatever.
I remember you had it, and I was still waiting for mine, and we played.
I had it with no games. We played
Snipper Clippers.
yeah. You didn't want me to say the other thing.
No, I was like, we're
No,
dangerously close to that.
I remember people used to drive by the line. We used to be waiting outside GameStop, and they would just be like, "What are you waiting for?" And we would say a game, and they'd just be like, "You guys are a bunch of fucking losers," and they would drive away. Just stupid shit like that. Like, where it just didn't matter. You would see the same people all the time.
Yeah, you know what? There's always somebody that has to ruin stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, we're on the line waiting. All right, just shut up.
I remember the Gears of War 3 one actually being pretty crazy. That was like a pretty crazy midnight launch.
Gears of War 3?
Yeah.
There was a guy with a Lancer there.
Yeah.
Chainsaw everybody.
Yeah. The Gears 2 one was a great memory too. I remember getting those like remember those like I think they're like the honey barbecue like the Fritos, like what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Those.
Yeah.
Got a whole bag of them, and just like a bunch of energy drinks, you just stay up. Like, it was just a different time. Like, you would beat the game by like 12 o'clock the next day, and you're just like, all right, now what do I do? And then you just play multiplayer. I don't know. There's definitely a simpler time.
Yeah, now you need like 65 years to beat one campaign.
You need 65 years to download these fucking games because they're like 2,000 gigs. But either way, it works either way. Now it's just convenient, and no one cares about standing in line anymore.
Yeah,
but-
the standing in line thing. Look, in the beginning, it was fun.
right. You did it because you just had
The
to.
last few years, though, that it was around, it's like Blockbuster. Blockbuster was great in the 90s, but in the mid to late 2000s,
got greedy.
it wasn't great.
Right.
You're
They got
looking at it
greedy.
with rose-colored glasses. We all are. But same thing with this line thing. You had, like, they're trying to sell you cell phones at 12 o'clock at night. I went to go get it was like, 12 years ago now? Or 11 years ago, I went to go get the 3DS at midnight. We're in the living room, and I'm like, I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the store and get food. And she's like, where are you going? It's midnight. And I was like, I'll be right back. I'm going up the street. Because the place, Quick Check thing was open. I go over there because I'm going to get her the machine, because she played it at the Nintendo store. I never played it. I go there, and I'm waiting. There's me and 3 other guys. We get in there. The guy starts pulling all his consoles out to trade in. And I'm like, oh my God. And I got home at like 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, and they refined that eventually. They told people.
Yeah, they started to do it ahead of time.
You got to trade
right?
it before
You
9
come in-
o'clock.
Yeah.
But at that time, I don't know. And then I went with him, and the guy's like, hey, come in, 3 people. And there's like 20 people on the line.
That's what right
Then
around
they're in there for an
2012
hour, and we're like, yo, it's 3 o'clock in the morning already. We want to
Yeah.
go home.
Right around 2012, 2013 was when they, like, less and less people started, like, stopped showing up. Like, I remember I went to the RE6 one, and NBA and RE6 came out on the same night, and there was, like, 5 people in total for both games, and I was like, this is bad.
Nobody
Like,
had
no one
money
cares
for
about-
NBA.
I was like, no one cares about this shit, like, right now. Like, and then it was, like, the last thing I think I actually waited outside for was the PS4 at the Best Buy before I worked there, but I waited outside for the PS4 back in 2013. That was like the last thing I actually waited in line for, but I had a camper chair, of course, so I didn't have to stand, but it definitely was cold as fuck because it was like the 3rd week of November or 2nd week of November. You know what I mean? So
Did we have to wait for the 1X? Didn't me and Eli wait or something? Or I went with you guys? I forget. I think that was the last thing we did.
Dude, didn't we buy a bunch of 1Xs the night it came out? Or we just got one?
Yeah, I think you had, because I had got my own. You had one, and I think you
No,
got
because
another
we
one
had to
at
get them for the
GameStop.
store in Ludwin. That's why.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them total, I think.
We bought the TV that day. We got the 1X. Then we got them for Ludwin and a couple for the store. Eli was with us, so he went to GameStop with the cash and paid for it and everything.
I think we waited in line for that because they had extras or something.
hell yeah, Jamie, on. I agree. I think Hollywood Video and Hometown Video. I
Mhm.
think the more like the lower chains that weren't the main ones for video stores were always better. My family did not go to Blockbuster once, ever. It
Okay,
was
well,
always the mom and
we
pop.
had to have it because that's all we had. We had movies and then Video Update. Video Update,
Right. Well, the mom and pops went out first, right? So it's like then we were just stuck.
the
with
mom and pops
Blockbuster.
went out
That's what
first.
we
Yeah.
had.
We had Video
So-
Kingdom. We had, oh God, what was that one? Video Kingdom, Video Connection. Which the guy from Predator, Catch a Predator, his parents own that place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they own Video Connection.
What the hell?
The guy, so on the Catch a Predator, there's a guy, bald guy,
I know what you're
who's
talking about.
he says, I'm Chris Hansen. He goes, no, you're not. He goes, I'm Chris Hansen. He goes, no, you're not. I worked with that guy. And that guy's family owns Video Connection. So,
Wow.
I
The
worked
more you
with
know.
I worked with him at CVS. Anyway, so you had Video Connection, Video Kingdom. Man, there were Movie Barn. What's it called? Yeah, it was Movie Barn, right? We had a bunch
I
of them.
wasn't around for those. I think I wasn't even barely like alive because I only remember Video Update, movies, Blockbuster, and whatever the one by
And then
where
we had
Grandma
we
lived
had
was.
Blockbuster, but eventually Blockbuster killed all them. And then we had a video store too. I went to school with the kid that his family owned. That was across the street from Nathan's. Was up on that hill with that strip mall. Blockbuster put them out. Blockbuster put everybody out. But then movies came, and they were diagonally across the street from Blockbuster. And then movies turned into Video Update for whatever reason. And Video Update / movies, they didn't, if you owed money, like late fees, they still let you rent. Blockbuster was like, hold on, you gotta pay us money if you want to rent again.
Yeah, my parents always said it was too expensive and they didn't like memberships, and that's why we didn't go.
Oh yeah,
I remember asking that, but when you're a kid, you don't really have a concept of like what that means.
we forgot to return a tape, okay? And we legit forgot. It was just on top of the VCR. We didn't want to keep it. We don't want it. My family had rented a comedy movie. I don't even remember what movie it was. But they left it on the VCR, forgot about it. We're talking like 2 weeks. We get a bill saying we owe like $90 just for the tape. And then we owe the late fees. And my parents were like, we have the tape. We'll give it right back to you. And they're like, no, we already wrung it out. Like, so that's stupid. Ridiculous. Like, so dumb. Let's read the chat here real quick. Amen. Amen on the download. The shots are going to be the death of me. Hollywood Video better than Blockbuster. We didn't know Blockbuster late fees. Don't take the lines and stuff for granted. I wish back in those times I would have had friends to do that with. Sound like an awesome time. I don't know, man.
I had a good time. I don't know. I just had excitement around the games and like staying home from school. You had a 3-day weekend. You know, they would come out on a Thursday. Sometimes they come out on Tuesdays, so you would be off in the middle of the week, so it'd give you a reason to skip school.
Right.
But having the 3-day weekends was great. Like Gears 2 came out on a Friday, and you're staying home, and it's like a fall day. It's cold. You're just staying inside playing that game the whole day. I mean, there's nothing better than that. That was like the life back then. Xbox Live, and it's the dashboard just had that big update, in 2008.
Xbox Live was awesome. Xbox 360. Every time I got a dashboard update, it felt like a brand new machine.
It was an event.
Was so different.
I remember I stayed home from school just for that. Like, just because I was like, I got to see what this new dashboard is. What is
the
this?
new Xbox experience?
Yep.
The blades.
Don't forget that.
What just happened? That's like waiting in line behind the lady at the grocery store with all the coupons. That's my wife, by the way. It drives me nuts. Yeah, coupons, everything went digital. Coupons need to just go digital. If they give you that card that they scan or whatever, because CVS did that when I worked there. They transitioned from coupons to the card.
Oh, yeah.
The supermarket should just do everything's on the card.
It is now. You just get the app and you add the digital coupons. I mean, that's how we do it.
I know
and then you just scan your card.
But guess what? It should just be on the card anyway.
Yeah,
because I know some third-party coupons don't work with the cards.
These old people at ShopRite were like, I don't know how to do this. What is this? Like,
okay, at CVS, I had some lady. They had just given her the CVS card. She's got a bunch of stuff, almost $200 worth of stuff.
Oh my god!
And she's going to pay, and it's not going through. And I'm like, let me see her card. And she's trying to pay with the CVS card, and I'm like, and she's like, they just gave this to me. I was like, yeah, that's for the coupons. That's not to pay. We're not just going to give you. We're not going to give you a CVS credit card and let you rack everything up.
Did she pay for the stuff, or did she just leave?
I don't remember. I think she paid.
Oh,
but she's holding the line up.
Trying to pay with this.
The guy busting out the PS3, the 360, the other 360, the one that has dust on it, and you're just like, dude, we got to go home. Like,
Cannibal Ritual. My best experience waiting on the line is the car dealership where Ric Flair was signing autographs. He left to go to the bathroom, and when he came back, he did the... Ew. Did he have toilet paper on his shoes? Carlos is here. Damian, I'm trading the old systems for credit towards a new one. All my systems at 11:59 p.m. with 50 people in line behind me.
That's the only way to do it, Jamie. If you're not doing it that way, you're not doing it right.
What just happened? Blockbuster, the old school Game Pass. Yeah, exactly.
Yep, it was.
Hell yeah, Gears 2. Carlos is crying.
I still got my collector's edition right over there with the Dom and Maria picture.
Yeah, guess what, Anthony? It's worth like 3 cents now.
Oh yeah, it's not worth anything, but to me, it's worth a whole memory right there.
My work has all in the app. We dropped the cards because mofos would take them and dump the cards in the parking lot. Xbox 360 probably my 2 favorite consoles. Was Xbox and 360 two separate consoles?
Apparently so. I had them right next to each other.
Yeah.
The 360 was just a ball, and then the Xbox was an Xbox.
Yeah, that was the it was a special time, man. It was a special time.
Ew. Can somebody get that, please? Thank you.
I got it. I love the emojis he put too.
Well, now he doesn't. Now he can go to the bathroom just by standing there and talking to you.
Yeah.
He's got the bags now.
Yep.
Which he told everybody he had, by the way. I'm not just saying that.
No, you're right.
He
You're
said
not-
that
you're
at
not
his
wrong.
roast and started crying.
You're not being mean, you know?
No.
Just being honest.
This is what he said. I'm not making it
and
up.
this is what happens when you wrestle at his age, or, you know, when he was still wrestling at his age.
Did you hear what he said? He said he wishes he didn't say that was his last match because he wants to do more.
Right.
Oh my god.
No, I remember because it was like the day after. We were just
I told
like,
you
what
they
the
were going to
hell?
rob everybody.
But wasn't I saying that though on the show too before that? I was just like, there's no way it's his last match. And we were, yeah, I
But
don't
he
know.
can't physically do anything. Like, whatever.
He claims he was drunk during the match and he blacked out twice.
You should not be drinking.
So he's
He's
like,
gonna
I need
drop
to.
dead, dude.
He's like, I want to do another one, and I'm like,
It's gonna kill him. It's just gonna kill him at some point.
talking about someone that drinks at conventions. Like, that's the last thing that he should be doing while he's wrestling. Like, drinking at conventions is one thing if you're Ric Flair, but if you're drinking during your match, like, what the fuck is that? We got a flask on the side. Oh, 1 second.
maybe he lined the bags with alcohol.
Yeah, yeah.
My god. He'd definitely die.
Oh man.
Ric Flair's last match, part 2. It's more like part 4. That was his
Yeah.
third or fourth last match. I don't
I was gonna
think
say
people
that
realize
wasn't even.
that.
Yeah, that wasn't the first finale that we thought.
No.
And then Puerto Rico after that.
Remember when
Like,
we saw
the week
Wrestling
after.
Under the
He wrestled-
Stars and he just showed up? Remember that? And he just left. He showed up to get the paycheck. Thank you. And
he
then
took.
just
Well,
walks out.
he started talking about his son who had just passed, and
Right,
and
right.
everyone in the crowd is like, what?
Yeah,
Like-
it was
like
very,
this.
very,
It was a
like,
downer, like because he started crying and everything. I'm like,
right. Yeah,
dude, we
like,
came in
it's
to
a
have
sad
fun.
situation, but we came here to like smile and laugh and not like, you know what I mean? Like we.
He should have
completely
just
cut
went
that
out
out.
there and been like, woo, 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 made everybody laugh and run away. I don't know.
Run it out the ring, you know.
He hasn't run in 25
He
years.
said he goes
Yeah.
out there and he's telling us his life story, and we're like, dude, we didn't come here to be depressed. We came here to have fun.
And it was in the middle of everything too. It wasn't even at the start of it. I don't think. So
I don't
that
know.
was like 2014, right? I think.
Yeah, something like that. Well, whatever. That's Ric Flair for you.
I miss going to those shows. Those are cool shows.
Yeah.
The Wrestling Under the Stars.
All right. So what do we got going on here with gaming?
Okay. So that was we went over Gamescom. Last Thursday the night after we finished, there was QuakeCon. So they added a bunch of stuff to PC Game Pass. They added Wolfenstein 3D, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Quake 4, Elder Scrolls Battlespire, Elder Scrolls Redguard, and for free you can get Elder Scrolls Arena and Daggerfall, and Quake Champions has also been added for free.
Holy shit! Nice.
They added Heretic and Hexen to the Microsoft Store to purchase. But a lot of people are upset that they neglected the consoles. I don't know why they didn't put Quake Champion on Xbox and why they didn't put.
that makes no sense.
I think they'll
Yeah.
eventually get there. They have to.
It's just why not?
They're
Why
buying these
wouldn't you?
companies to put their catalog of games on all their platforms.
Right.
So I'm assuming they'll come to console. If they don't, I mean, that's a big miss.
But so I downloaded Return to Castle Wolfenstein because I never beat that one, and it's like very unoptimized. Like I don't even know if it has controller support properly. Like it was rough. So they got to figure out what they're doing. Like they literally just crapped it onto their service without any like support. So I mean, we have to see what they do. But
Excuse me, I need to pay off my watches.
oh,
Well,
Isn't
he needs
that-
to pay off his wives.
isn't Return to Castle Wolfenstein Activision? Didn't they make it or something?
Kind of.
So maybe like, yeah, I don't know.
When the Activision deal completely goes through, you'll see some of that stuff on console. Like Quake
Yeah.
4, they'll make that backwards compatible. They're gonna have to. If they don't,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what their plan is, but I would assume, right? You're buying it for the catalog?
Yeah, I hope they don't just put them all on PC and call it a day. I mean, that would be really stupid, but
Right.
I did. Another thing that only came to PC Game Pass was Death Stranding.
I
It was
saw that.
announced and it plopped out like a couple days later. So
But PC, right?
I think
Only
Captain
on-
Catch told me if Kojima was ever with Xbox, he would eat his hat. I think he's
Oh.
got to eat his hat. We haven't seen Captain Catch in a long time. I hope he's doing all right.
Hope he's doing well over there.
Yeah, if he is, at one point, man, try to stop in the chat room.
Yeah.
This way we can talk about you eating your hat.
Well, we like to hear his opinion because so much has changed since you've been gone. But it's been like, there's just been so much like, the changing of of like, I don't know, the guard or you could say the hats, so he can eat the hat. I don't know, but
Kojima's
so much
making that
stuff.
game for Xbox.
yeah,
Remember we
And-
told him, and he was like, "No, I don't think so." Well, look what happened.
that was one of those rumors that I think people at first it was very easy to dismiss because people just did not want to really think about that idea. But then as people thought about it more, and then maybe they again, I have not played Death Stranding. I don't have like an opinion on it. So, but I thought, Metal Gear Solid 5 was a disappointment. I thought that maybe PT was going to be in a good direction, but it wasn't. So there's just a lot of stuff that I just was like, I don't know, I just didn't get into.
Okay, I want PT versus Scalebound.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
No, I
PT
don't.
would take it.
And we're joking with Captain Catch. He doesn't have to eat his hat. He just said that as a little joke, so we're joking with him back.
It's all good. He's a good guy. But yeah, it's again, it's very, I'm very curious to see what's going on. I think we'll probably see more E3. So
Did you guys talk about Kojima announcing his podcast and Spotify with the English translation? It's already up. It went up like that day. They said it was
That's
coming
pretty
out in
cool.
September, but it went up.
they got a translator for it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Jeff Keighley will be his translator, probably.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, we got to talk about him, right?
So
'Cause
Keighley, right? Yeah, right. It's funny. He wouldn't put Forza in there last year, right? But now God of War is coming out. Oh yeah, I'm going to move the event a whole month. If it wasn't a bigger joke as it is now,
That's so stupid. It's so
Dude,
dumb.
it's
I don't
like-
care if it was Forza or fucking, Halo. Motherfucker, you should include it if it's like a cut, in that
he
cutoff
included
thing.
it, but he didn't include it in Game of the Year or whatever because he said there wasn't much time. I'm like, okay, wait a minute now. You're delaying this thing a month now for God of War to get in.
Which comes out November what? Like
9th or 8th or
9th,
whatever.
right?
So he's delaying it a whole month. The show.
A month before the show it comes out.
Well, the show is supposed to be like the 15th or something, or the next week. And he moved it a month. And everyone's like, well, how come he didn't move it for Forza? Dude, it's beyond a joke at this point.
Yeah, it's just like
Doesn't-
watching the Oscars. It's like you should just not expect anything in this current state of Hollywood to be enjoyable or good.
Keighley
And it's
made
like,
a category for video game movie adaptation. I bet that's just for The Last of Us show. He's a show. I mean, look, we all know that the Game Awards, like all the company, it's a big commercial. All the
Yes.
companies are on the board. Phil Spencer's on the board. They're all on the board. They're all in on it.
yeah, it's a big dick measuring contest, basically.
But
you
it's
know?
it's so that they all make money. It's
Yeah.
a big commercial fest. And to hype the games up for the holidays and stuff like that. But come on, guys.
Because you guys think
Come
they're, again, you guys think like that these shows also, it's like, that's why the outcome of these never really, we don't let it get under our skin. We just make fun of it because we know that, when you see, Vin Diesel and you see Michelle Rodriguez come out and TechCon and all that thing, that thing that can, like when you see stuff like that, it solidifies how much of a joke it is. You know what I mean? Or you see Vin Diesel in Arc 2. Like, there's so much of like, it's already a meme, like, already, you know?
What just happened? What just happened said, I don't think God of War can beat Elden Ring for the Game of the Year. I agree, because Elden Ring has actually been Game of the Year since February. Literally, everyone's been playing that game since February, the entire year. It's Game of the Year.
I think it's safe to say that's
God of War is Game of the Month. Elden Ring's Game of the Year. You know what they're doing, right? So they can make God of War win some nominations. Like the guy that does the voice will win.
Yeah.
They're going to shoehorn everything they can because they want you to buy that game in the holiday season.
Alchemist is saying it's usually in December.
I thought it... Wasn't it like last November and they wouldn't put Forza in for Game of the Year? They put Forza in like another category. Because they're like, oh yeah, it fits that category.
I'm trying to think when was the one in with Tekken? That was in December, I think.
Let me see.
Because the Xbox was announced that December. I remember.
I thought it was
in 2019.
November. I thought it was
the
November.
Series X.
Was
it
November?
Says, the other one was December 9th, 2021.
What?
And this one is going to be December 8th.
What? Well, then I'm completely wrong. I'm making fake stuff up.
Well, no, I just didn't know if they changed it last year.
But when did Forza come out last year?
November,
I thought Halo came out.
Oh, October. Was it October?
All right, so I might have got my dates mixed up. Halo might have been November and Forza might have been December. I thought Forza came out before Halo.
Which one? Forza Horizon 5?
The one that's out right now.
Yeah, November 9th, 2021.
Okay, and it couldn't be in for the Game Awards for Game of the Year for some reason.
So we'll see if they...
Because it was like a cutoff date or whatever.
So maybe they're going to try to... We'll see if they try to shoehorn in God of War to it, though.
Oh, they're going to.
Just do it anyway, because
Okay, so I got this wrong. So it's I apologize. This is fake stories right here I'm making up, I guess.
I didn't know either.
I got the dates confused. It's my fault. See, we admit when we're wrong on this show.
Yeah, it's easy to find out.
Never mind. But the show is still a joke.
They don't have the nominees up yet, so, not that it matters. It doesn't matter.
Kojima, Sony, Kojima, Sony. There you go. You're good.
That's a show. That's the show.
Splatoon 3 will win like something.
You're really gonna get mad next year when they don't put Resident Evil Remake in there.
They won't. They snubbed 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter. I think
2 should have totally gotten something, and they
2 lost to Sekiro. It lost.
Look who's still playing that.
No one. But it's still $40.
Look who's still playing the upgraded series. By the way, Sekiro's not even. Sekiro's not even PS5 and Series Enhanced. By the way. Because nobody plays it.
Nuts. Yeah, but that's kind of nuts considering now RE2 is enhanced, RE3 is enhanced, RE7's enhanced. These are all games that never really got. I mean, it's a matter of opinion.
It's all BS, dude.
Yeah, that's why it's like you could still go to bed and sleep at night knowing what you think Game of the Year is and not what all these.
You know what it is? Like we all know it's BS, but the thing is, the internet people take this stuff way too serious,
right?
And then you hear about it all day long. It's like, oh my god, who cares?
Yeah, I usually live stream them as like a meme, like as a joke, kind of make fun of them. So I think that's kind of like it's like a fun thing. Maybe we could do like a multicast again.
If you want to do that, we'll just make fun of it.
Yeah, it would just be a riff show. But
yeah, Frank, you'll have to be available that day.
Yeah, maybe we can. It's on the 8th, right? So yeah, maybe we could do something like that.
Let me see what day of the week that is. It's probably just like a regular day of the week.
Alchemist wants us to do it, so
they want us to do it.
Yeah, because every year, we always did it for Resident Evil because we would always root for Resident Evil to win, and it never did every time. So that was the one reason why we'd stream it. So this year it would just be for
Thursday.
Fun.
So yeah, whatever, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll get all the snacks. And watch Keely go, Kojima, hey, he's in the front row, right? I'll see you at the hotel later, baby.
Yeah, because look, we want to give you guys a different way to experience the show instead of watching it like normal. Yeah, like who wants to hear Keely like that without us making jokes about it? So definitely watch it with us, chat room. Probably be a
I'm
lot
gonna be
more
taking
fun.
shots of Coca-Cola to like survive. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I need soda. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like
What?
Steve Austin, when instead of beer, I got Diet Cokes all over the friggin' place.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thankfully
hell
they-
yeah, Vince. By the way, Vince is 77. He was 77 years old yesterday.
Damn.
What did he get for his birthday? Probably more lawsuits. Who knows?
Yeah, more legal papers, I guess he has to fill out.
Already sounds like a blast to me. Oh, I'll play show enough clips when Keely's talking.
nah, it'll be fun.
Get up,
And they-
Keely. I got
they
something for
always-
your ass in these hands.
I wish someone would do that at the Game Awards. They always announce stuff too. Like sometimes they announce good stuff. So it'll
Why
be
don't you
funny.
sit down and be quiet? Why don't I sit down and what? I said, why don't you sit down and be quiet?
That the guy who made It Takes Two is wearing the little shirt, and he's like, "Sit down and be quiet."
Anthony, dude, the people in your stream are gonna go nuts because we're gonna make fun of everything.
Oh yeah, they're not ready. It's a no holds bar thrill ride, and again, it's one of those things where like I never keep them up anyway. So like I always take because they always get copyrighted or whatever. So it's just gonna be like we're just gonna be live, and
Okay, but you know
it's
what?
gonna be like the shoot interview. It's gonna be like we're just gonna go off, and then it's gonna the
Okay.
stream's gonna go off, and then it's.
But
gonna
number
be
one,
like-
we're gonna keep it up on this channel, and number two, we're gonna record
Right.
it. So if somebody wants it, we'll have it for them.
Yeah. I recorded our last one too, the one we did for RE4. I have that recorded, but again, I didn't keep it up because it got fucking flagged like 6 times already with music.
Eagerly
But,
anticipated.
Yeah, eagerly anticipated. but yeah, no, it's more appropriate to stay up on this channel anyway because this is Game Complainers, so it's but it'll be fun. Like the cast will be on,
Excuse me.
It'll be cool. Do it.
I live with the Smurfs, as you can see.
That's where Sonic was gonna go when things got bad. Remember he was gonna go to like the horrible Mushroom Kingdom.
Well, that was a rip on Mario. You know that, right?
Oh, totally.
But the mushroom place is in Sonic 4. Sonic and Knuckles, I mean. So, you can take it as a dig if you want, but it's also in the game. All right, well,
Sonic's
we went
mom
off the
is an
rails
owl.
here with this Keeley thing. Okay, yeah, I made a mistake. Sorry about that, everybody.
It's okay. At least we talked about the Game Awards. So, let's see. Oh, okay. You and I, unfortunately, played the new Saints Row. Unfortunately, that is currently taking up space on my computer. Pretty bad.
You know how this game got delayed until the end of the summer? What did they do with this game? They did absolutely nothing.
It's got crackdown syndrome. It's empty. It's lifeless. Stiff, very stiff.
This makes Halo Infinite look like Breath of the Wild, like complete on release day.
Yeah.
This game is just a piece of junk. Don't even buy it. Don't bother. It's going to be $10 on Black Friday, guaranteed. Guaranteed. No one's going to buy it.
It was funny because I was all set to buy it, and then you text me the review, and I was like,
I
"Yeah, I'm
told
gonna
you
wait."
all year not to buy it, and you were like, "Oh, I'm going to try it anyway."
But
Leave
I
me
didn't
alone.
think it would be that bad. I was like, "Oh, it'll be like 3. It'll be fine." But man, was I wrong? Like, I'm not afraid to say it. It's bad. Don't waste your money on it. Not 60.
Let me tell you something, brother. Okay, this game feels like it came out in 2009.
Yeah, very dated.
It's bad when GTA 5 looks more up to date than the
that's
game
the
that
one
came
thing-
out 9 years later.
And Saints Row 4 looked better. Like in terms of like because I don't know why. Obviously, like years have passed, but maybe because it worked with that like alien simulator thing that they were kind of going for. I thought when they were going to reboot it, they were really going to take it back like a completely different engine and like really, it looks like it's just in the same engine, just like
No,
it's just more.
they changed it. It plays like Gears of War, and you're like, why? This
Right.
is Saints Row. It's supposed to play like GTA.
A lot of people that
It's Gears of War without cover mechanics.
right. That's why people are getting at 5 and 6s, at best. And then, like I said, at best. But Me as a Saints Row fan, I gotta get that fucking controller one of these days.
Love it.
Good luck.
Yeah, I know, right? Especially good luck finding it where someone didn't wipe their ass.
I got these at GameStop for $12 a piece. I grabbed 4 of them.
Fucking crazy.
Now they're $90 a piece used.
I was gonna say that's a fucking steal, like a literal steal. A wave bird.
One of mine is broken. Maybe we could fix this sometime.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
I know people sell parts and stuff all the time. But yeah, no. What were we talking about here? Oh yeah, Saints Row.
Saints Row.
Right? Yeah, no. I definitely wanted to wait, and just like Perry said, like just wait until it comes out. It's gonna get cracked on PC. This and that. So if anything, I might check it out there. If I really want to check it out. Look, I'm a Saints Row fan, but I'm not willing to plop down $80 on these editions or whatever. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, because there's like multiple packs or whatever.
There's
that come
3
with the
editions.
deals. There's 3 editions, right?
Yeah.
So I've been playing Saints Row since 2006. I always loved Saints Row 1 and 2. I liked obviously the first one was more of a GTA clone, but then they got away from that with 2, where they try to add their own unique humor, and the gang layers to that game were really different than GTA. And then they made it really, kind of silly and wacky with 3, but it was still fun because it was co-op. It was in fact, it was probably even better because it was like, but it wasn't as serious anymore. And so 3 and 4 definitely got away from that. And I think a lot of people wanted...
Dude, this game is not even as serious. This is like a different game with the name Saints Row slapped on it.
Right.
And it's
completely different.
You could just say, hey, Saints Row, this is like Saints Row, like a spin-off of Saints Row. Like how Agents of Mayhem was.
Yeah, yeah.
You could literally say it's in the same universe. You wouldn't even know because of the way that people act in the game. It's not serious at all.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
As much as I want newer shit to play, which I don't really have much to play right now besides what I stream and what I work on, but I'm not that desperate just to play it right now with that full price. And especially if I could try it on PC. I'm a fan, so obviously it's a little bit of a bummer when you see like a reboot that should have had potential to be really good, just kind of like fall flat. Did you guys play it? Did you check it out? I was away, so I couldn't play it.
Oh, I streamed it.
He streamed it, and I played it for a little.
What just happened said, you guys play anything at the moment? Hopefully tomorrow, GoldenEye, all day long and all month long. Currently, though,
hopefully
playing Evil Dead, Fall Guys. I'm playing a little bit of the Wii U.
I want to get back on the Evil Dead.
I got Madden. I gotta play Madden. What?
Yeah, I want to get on the Evil Dead game with you guys. Like, I still haven't played it post the update. Like, I just have to fucking play it. Like, I just have to sit down and like.
The season pass is on sale, by the way, this week.
Ooh, shit! Okay.
And they're adding people from the 2013 movie in it next month.
Oh, nice. So that's funny too, because the fucking 4K of that is coming out next month. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I got all that stuff pre-ordered. Yeah, no, a lot of cool stuff coming out in the fall. We got Halloween Ends coming out too. That's coming out now on Peacock and theaters. That's also in the news. But it's not gaming, but it's stuff to look forward to.
So what are you playing? That's what I'm playing. What are you playing, Frank? And then we'll get to Anthony.
I'm always playing a little bit of Ark, Conan Exiles. I'm gonna hopefully be playing Pac-Man this week if I decide to buy it.
Oh, right. Yeah. That is. I completely forgot about that.
That's pretty much it.
Anthony's figuring out how he's going to pay for Pac-Man.
Yeah, now
only $29.
I got to work it in the budget now. I'm like, what the fuck? No, but I really, it's just been. I really want to get back on Evil Dead game, and I've been playing Back 4 Blood on the harder modes, the advanced modes, whatever. There's like 2 more difficulty levels after the normal one. So I've been playing that. I really haven't played anything in the last couple of weeks just because between Monster Mania and being away, I haven't been on my console. But I'm going to jump back on and play some Back 4 Blood probably because that's been keeping me occupied, and then play some Resident Evil Village, try to get the platinum for the live stream. So I pretty much just been playing those couple of things, try to play some Village Mercs, and then try to get some Back 4 Blood in. Halo I haven't played in a while which is weird because I was playing that pretty seriously, and then I got bored of the 6 maps that I keep playing. So
Well, Halo, we got news for you, and you ain't gonna like it.
oh my god. You might as well get into it because that'll be a perfect segue.
So here's the thing: we play a little bit of everything. We don't just stay on one game.
No,
We're all over the place. Like I'm on multiple consoles right now. Just whatever.
We all like different stuff too.
Yeah, whatever we're on, man, we're on. Mainly I got Fear for the original Xbox
Nice.
on the Series X. And of course, Jeff ripped me off, and he bought it on Amazon, and he started streaming it. So, can't win with this guy.
Oh no.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy the worst game ever made, say, yeah, I love this game, right? Stream it, and then I'm going to make sure this is a game that's like $1,000. And then he's going to buy it, and he's going to stream it. And he's going to spend $1,000 on everything.
What's a really bad, expensive game? I don't even know.
Swamp Thing on the NES.
Okay, there you go.
Wow.
I have that. I got it from day one. I got it day one. Game was horrible. Does not look like Saints Row, honestly.
Oh no, Saints Row. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't give me the vibe of Saints Row.
No, it doesn't.
Apparently, they're already fixing it. They put out patches already to fix the bugs.
Dude,
so
the controller, it doesn't even support the Series X controller.
What?
Wireless through Bluetooth in Windows 11. Okay? If you just turn it on, it syncs to your computer or whatever. You go into Saints Row, all the buttons are backwards. This is to go up and down and run around, and this is to look around.
That's so
and then
stupid.
X is like to confirm, B is to confirm, and X is to back out. And these buttons don't work here.
Oh no.
You gotta plug in the Xbox One.
So
controller?
listen, you gotta plug it in through USB, and then it remaps it perfectly.
Yeah, because I played it plugged in.
And it's
So
like
you just plug it in with the C cable.
I had to play
it.
with the C cable. Yeah.
What the fuck?
And this was a game that was delayed 7 months, and they couldn't get this right.
Yeah, literally delayed.
I mean, come on, man.
It's supposed to come out last August.
Was it got? Didn't it get pushed from August to February, and then
February,
February to? I just remember the February date.
Yeah.
Or no,
You're
but
right.
yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, it was February. In August, they got pushed back, I think, or it got announced in August and then got pushed in the fall. That's probably what happened.
Well, they didn't do
That
jack.
sucks,
They
man.
couldn't even get the controller right for the PC. And then
That's
when I'm
such a
playing
bummer.
the game, there's no NPCs. The place is boring. There's nothing going on.
I heard the characters are boring. Like I just heard they
I made
failed to
I made
capture the old characters.
Sherman Clump from the Clumps,
Oh my god.
and they didn't even have his the proper hairdo for the guy, and they didn't have his suit. I was like, come on, man.
Shame.
Dude, I don't know. Saints Row, I think it's pretty much done.
Yeah, and it
This
just
was
got
its
started with a
chance.
reboot. Yeah, I was gonna say this was the chance to like actually make it, work.
Well, they made it seem like it was gonna be like this serious reboot and everything, and dude, you're playing the game, it's the same crap. It's all these stupid antics and stuff like that. Like they just couldn't help themselves. But whatever. I mean, it's a good like $5 game. Like Agents of Mayhem. Remember that? Came out of retail,
Yeah.
and a month later it was $3.99 on Xbox Live.
Yeah, but that didn't have the same like it just wasn't the same as Saints, and that's what this was supposed to fix. Of just like give us some kind of like even if it's a reboot, still make it to where it doesn't have to have Julius and all these characters that were in the start of the other one, but I don't know. It sucks, man, because like I always like Saints Row. I thought that certain titles there really stood out from GTA and made me play that even more than GTA.
Which is good. That's what you want. You want them to build
Yeah.
their own thing.
Right.
But
and for them to just try to rebuild it and then kind of fail, where it's like stunted from the start, that kind of sucks, because we could have had 2, we could have 3 again. Like they could have just went in a different direction.
yeah, it just went off the rails. Do you
As a
think this is
fan,
like
that's disappointing.
DMC? Do you think they'll be like, we'll go back to Saints Row 5 now, and then that's the last shot?
It could It could be. They like you said, this could just be a one-off, and they could just be like, yeah, we could just kind of go around that because it's just called Saints Row, so that could just be what it was.
Because Capcom did that with DMC. What was it? 10 years ago? 12 years ago?
2011, 2012, right?
Something like that. And then people did not like it. I thought it was a decent game, but people didn't like it because it wasn't Dante. So they went back and DMC 5, Devil May Cry 5, no more DMC.
Yep. Right to the number titles. They went right back.
And it was a success. So maybe they'll get their stuff together and they'll turn around and make 5.
You just make it past the alien takeover where you took over, you beat the aliens and you're not in a simulation anymore and you're back in Los Santos. Is that even what it's called in this game or is it something completely different?
It's like Las Vegas type thing, but with no people. And I'm like, Vegas is packed with people.
Yeah, I just heard it was just bland and like, that sucks.
There's nobody there. There's a million cars, but there's nobody walking on the streets.
And no one reacts.
You can't do anything.
Yeah, that's like I heard they still had some of the mini games that are fun and stuff like that.
I didn't even try them. I'm running around the city trying to find stuff, and I'm like,
the insurance fraud is the biggest. That's the biggest time waster you can have. You're just throwing yourself. You're causing destruction just to like rack up the bill. That they brought that back.
Well, that's funny because in the game they can't figure out how to pay rent, so they're like trying to like rip people off. But then when I'm playing the actual like open world part, I'm just beating people up and grabbing all the money. I'm making a ton of money, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
how does the storyline even make sense?
Yeah, like where are they going with this?
And then they call the cops. If you do something crazy, you'll see somebody on their cell phone because you get a meter. The guy's about to call the cops.
Oh, yeah.
And you could stop him. But if he calls the cops and goes, something's going on over there, the cops don't even show up.
They don't even care. They don't even care about their own town in that game. That sucks, man.
I don't know. Like I said, it's a good $5 title, which I'm sure Black Friday.
Yeah, that's probably when if anything, that's when I'll just check it out. Because
maybe they'll fix it and they'll patch it, but who knows, man? They got a lot of work to do, these companies.
Not full price, though, I guess. But that's a warning for people out there listening, so.
Yeah.
Just wait. Save your money.
All right, what's next? The hell with Saints Row.
Check out the link I sent you guys when you get a sec. It's pretty funny. Let me see. We kind of talked about Switch with the Denuvo. That was pretty much all the main stuff. Let me see what else we got here. If there's anything else real quick.
Oh. Let's see here.
And you guys watching the?
Are you kidding me? Is this for real?
It's a mistake, but I think.
Yeah, but is that actually the game? What's Custom Criminals Edition?
I think that's it. That's the only one I could find.
So GameStop trade-in value on Saints Row is 1 penny.
I was looking to see how much the trade-in value is.
Can you paste that? I gotta paste in the chat, right?
Oh yeah, it says that's the GameStop exclusive version, and it sells for $60 on Xbox One.
I'll paste the chat. Look, it's proof. They're giving 1 penny for the game.
That's gotta be a mistake.
There it is in the chat.
Wow.
There's no way that's accurate.
That is so fucking crazy.
The game came out yesterday. It's a penny. That should prove to you, don't buy these games at full price. Wait till they go on sale. It usually takes about a week or two and they drop. Or save your reward points from Microsoft and get it digital, or save your reward points from Target or Best Buy. Just keep racking up your points. God of War, I'm looking to pay nothing for, because I got all my Best Buy points. Best Buy points. If I could say it without being tongue-tied today. Not surprising, because Embracer stock dropped. LOLs.
Lols.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
What's up?
The Resident Evil news just broke.
Really?
Village for PlayStation VR 2 will be playable at Tokyo Game Show. It's the first playable PSVR 2 game.
Nice.
So there you go.
There you go. Kind of what we we expected, right? Because that was going to come out early next year, the PSVR 2.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out early next year, so it makes sense that they're getting the stuff ready. That's kind of cool. I didn't even know. Was it confirmed to get VR support? Did we know that
Yes.
already?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it was confirmed. So but playable though at Game Show. That's cool. That's like that. That means that well, we're also going to get a bunch of new information there too. So we'll see how that is.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna get more info
Yeah.
on that if they're already they already got a playable build. So I hope the VR2 isn't too expensive because I'd like to pick it up. I mean, I'm assuming it's gonna be like $400. It's gotta
Right.
be.
Yeah, it's going to
But
be. That's going to be up there. But I agree. I mean, who doesn't want to play RE4 remake in VR? Especially for like content and live stream.
oh
You know,
yeah,
that'd be kind of cool. So yeah, I think I'll just add a different layer to like, being able to start a Resident Evil game in that perspective in which you choose is very interesting. Like that's going to be.
I
'Cause at
can't
first
wait to play it in third person though. That's gonna
Yeah.
be so nice.
Because at first I'm thinking like, damn, like it's crazy that like they were giving people that, because at the end of the RE4 remake trailer when they're like, and it's in VR, I was like, damn, that's like this. It's really the first time they're giving people that option right from the start, instead of like Village where they're adding it later, the VR, and third person they're adding it later. That
Right.
RE4 remake will just have it from the start. So that'll be very interesting to see that kind of go down. We'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Are you into Game of Thrones at all? Have you seen this House of the Dragon? I haven't watched it yet.
I didn't watch it yet, but I heard it's good, so maybe I'll check it out at some
You
point.
finished the show, like the main show?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
me too.
wasn't a fan of the ending, but
Yeah, I don't think anybody was. I think that's like a universally like agreed upon thing. Like most people just did not like season 8.
no. Just checking real quick to see if I missed anything here.
I already found the episode on the BG.
I don't know. There's no other news. Well, the Xbox stuff. Didn't this guy Phil Spencer say games are dying?
Capcom just said the first PSVR playable game will be Village at Tokyo Game Show, so that just got announced.
That's cool.
Like we knew it was coming to VR, but it's going to be the first like playable test of that machine at Tokyo Game Show. So we shall see.
I'm checking for stuff.
I'm sure it's
right
going to be
now.
good. I'm sure it's going to be even better than RE7 VR because they're going to redefine everything, and even that was pretty. So.
Phil Spencer says less platform exclusive games in the future. Well, yeah, we kind of knew that. That's nothing new.
Yeah, it just makes sense.
By the way, the AEW game was shown off today on Twitter and YouTube.
What do you think?
Looks all right. It looks like they mixed the SmackDown the WWE game, like WWE 2K19 or whatever. Looks like they mixed that a little bit with
Battlegrounds.
With Battlegrounds a little bit there. I know they're always touting, no, it's going to play No Mercy, but whenever they say that, it never does. They said that about the TNA game. It's like that game does not play like No Mercy.
But
But
the go-to thing.
the game looks alright. The graphics don't look that great, but it's a decent little game. It's their first game. So I'll definitely pick it up and give it a shot. I'll be streaming that for sure.
Yeah, that should be something different at least. Hopefully.
Didn't
we'll
something
have
get
to
a
see.
release date on the day that God of War comes out? Was that Sonic?
Yeah, Sonic's the same day, and then I think we talked about last week the Ghostbusters game really got a release date too.
Probably last week.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Spirits Unleashed.
See if there's anything on the Sony side besides that controller. I don't know about that controller. Maybe I'll pick it up. Maybe not. Maybe I'll get it on sale or something. I buy these Elite remotes and I don't even use them.
Yeah, I can't see
I usually
myself
just kind of
using
see what you guys say about them, or just hear what the chat says, or if they try it,
Dude,
But
I think
that's never convinced me to. Like I said, it's always been just like,
I think the
or,
Series remote, the Xbox Series controller, I think that's like the best controller ever made for right now.
Yeah.
And believe me, I like a lot of controllers, even third-party remotes. I like a lot of them, even the crappy ones. But
these feel good.
it's definitely a better controller for fighting games. The PlayStation 5, that D-pad, your finger slips right off of it. It doesn't have
It's
that
all
middle
glossy.
pivot. Yeah, it doesn't have that middle pivot either that the PS4 controller has. I don't know, man. I think Xbox nailed it with the controller this gen.
Yeah, that's my favorite controller for sure.
Yeah. The PlayStation 5 controller is good, but that D-pad, that's the only criticism I have. Besides that, I think it's a nice controller. But they should have stuck with that PS4 D-pad. I think that was a big mistake.
I agree.
I don't know. You want to check like Wario or whatever before we get out of here?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Before
sure-
Anthony gives his little story.
Let's just all hope collectively that we get what we want tomorrow. We'll see.
Oh, you mean
Yeah,
GoldenEye?
that would just be.
Yes.
Just gotta get it over with.
Dude, if we get GoldenEye tomorrow, we're streaming that all night.
Obviously. Like, what am I going to do? I'm not going to be like, oh, I can't. Screw everybody else. No choice.
Take care of what just happened. If you're heading out.
What just happened? Take care, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Not surprising because Embrace. Okay, we read that one from The Alchemist. Anybody have any questions, let me know. Or let us know in the chat room and we will address it. What is going on here?
Yeah, ask us questions. Did you see your game Pentiment got a release date?
No, you know what? That's okay. Is the Horizon bundle still at PlayStation? I could have bought it for like 6 hours last night. No.
Yeah,
Oh, wait a minute here. It might be in stock.
it was up for like ever.
Hang on. Dude, their website's like broken. You could still buy the Forbidden West bundle right now.
It says sign in to buy.
It's over. I signed in. It says add to cart.
Wow.
They don't have the original system anymore. They had the core system by itself all night last night. Now the Horizon Forbidden West bundle is still available. It's been available for over 24 hours.
People are like, I'm not paying the extra $49.
Why? The game's 70. You're getting it at a deal.
Are you telling me?
Oh yeah, we did miss this. The RWK mentioned Callisto Protocol showed gameplay.
That's right. I didn't even see. I saw that they had showed footage, but I didn't watch the footage. What happened?
They showed some of the gunplay. They showed like some of the environments like in real time. And it was like a whole event just for that, and it looks fucking good, to be honest with you. It looks really good, and I'm going to be streaming this on LTRE for sure. I mean, it's going to be, a new survival horror game. It's going to be exciting to play, new space shooter, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is better than the Dead Space remake. But I don't want to say, because I could piss people off and people, But I have high hopes for.
At this point, does it surprise you after Saints Row that something bad would happen with these games?
No, I mean, here's the thing. You would hope that the remakes get the treatment that they need, but Callisto Protocol being a brand new IP and having, this previous history, of course, having the Dead Space right there from the creators kind of going into this. I mean, but this looks like a pretty big, thing that they're throwing you into here with this game. It doesn't look like a little, 4-hour survival horror game. Not that Dead Space is that either, but it looks like it's more of like, throwing you into the horror, trying to survive it. It's not like one of these games where you hide and you're running around and you're not, no, this is a game that it's you're going face to face with these creatures.
Right.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So that did happen the other day. Thank you RWK for reminding us because I completely forgot.
Thank you. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that comes out in December, and that's still supposed to come out in December. So fingers crossed that it comes out, because there's really not much to look forward to this last half of the year, besides just playing what I need to play, you know, and obviously the Village DLC, which is in October.
Pictures of the Splatoon Switch are out from on Twitter. I'll link you. Hang on.
We got Splatoon Switches being announced here. What the hell?
Well, it's supposed to come out tomorrow or the 26th.
Okay.
Well, we're in Thursday now, so
Yeah. It's not Friday.
Tomorrow. Did it go up yet? I mean, still, let's just check.
I've been checking, but I'll check again. Hopefully it'll go up Thursday night, because I want to be at the fair on Friday. I mean, I can still have my phone and order it. It's not a big deal, but let's see.
It's not up yet. It's not on Best Buy yet.
Let me check Amazon, because I know they.
I really hate that they do this stuff, Nintendo. They put stuff out the day of.
Just let me buy it.
I need to get it for a customer.
Yeah, I'm not. But I was just gonna help you out. I don't want it, but
yeah, definitely snag one, because
I'm gonna try.
Snag whatever you can. If you can get that in the controller, just get it. I'll give you the money. We'll go pick it up.
Hopefully, it's not. It doesn't go up in the middle of the night when I'm asleep.
I'll be up probably.
Yeah.
Because well, we play GoldenEye. Maybe it'll go up when we're playing GoldenEye. If GoldenEye comes out.
If GoldenEye.
You know what? If GoldenEye doesn't come out, we should play it anyway.
Oh man, I can hook up my 360.
Gonna have to check that out on WK. I have high hopes for Callisto. Says Cannibal Ritual.
Yeah, I'm ready to kind of get this, like, you know, fall season.
Anthony's body is ready.
Yes, the channel has to be ready too, so people, you know, that'll kind of be like that'll pretty much be like an in-betweener, like, live stream, because Village will be done at that point, and I'm still waiting for RE4 to come out in March, so that will be like an in-between play when there's not much, you know, to play. So
if anybody's looking for a PlayStation 5 right now on PlayStation.com,
oh shit,
it's direct.playstation.com. You can get the Horizon Forbidden West disc bundle. And it's there with free shipping if you have PlayStation Plus.
Yeah,
you can get one right now.
That's probably the easiest way to do it.
The easiest way to do it, and you get it directly from Sony, and they'll literally
ship it, like, tomorrow or today. Sorry, because
you'll get it tomorrow. Thursday. Look what they did with me. They shipped it not even like 10 hours later. I had it.
It's crazy.
They shipped it from New Jersey, where you are.
They probably have warehouses out there.
They do. I guarantee you they do, because it literally was in a box, and inside the box was like a it was like a bill, but it didn't have my information on it because they're pre-packed.
Yeah.
They literally scanned the box, they slapped a shipping label on it, and send it right out. So yeah, if you want one, if anybody listening, they're still up. If you're looking for a PlayStation 5, you get one right now. But there you go. Xbox, I'm sure Best Buy still has them. They have them every day, so.
Yeah.
Did I link you guys to the Splatoon stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sent it.
Yeah. Oh, also, Alone in the Dark was announced.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was
Alone in the Dark is coming back. Survival Horror is having a remake, right? Because of RE. So
can we get a Freddy game? Can we get a Scream game? That's not Dead by Daylight.
I know, but you know, I'm not like the biggest fan of all of the, but it's just cool to see another kind of remake that. When was the last one? Like the Alone in the, it was just called Alone in the Dark, right? 2008, or was there one after that?
I think that was the last one.
I think that was it.
Yeah, because
that was like the first game of survival horror, not 2008 version, but like, what was it on? It was on like the CDI or something, 3DO or something crazy.
Are you talking about the OG?
The OG.
Yeah. The first one was on was on MS DOS. You
I
got
tried playing it on
PC-98.
stream like a year or two ago, and I just couldn't figure out the
It
controls.
was on the 3DO, the Mac OS, the RISC OS, iOS, the dark.
Oh shit!
The
Eddie-
IP Atari sold the IP to THQ Nordic in 2018, and they're reimagining the 92 game. So this is a reimagining.
Yeah, well, I'll check that out for sure too. I'll stream that game if it's good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
We got some breaking news here with wrestling. Eddie Kingston and
Uh-oh.
Sammy Guevara involved in a backstage fight at Dynamite.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
That's not good.
Eddie Kingston and Sammy Guevara got in a fist fight. Oh shit. Which prompted AEW to possibly suspend the Mad King. As of this writing, there's no official word the fight occurred in the first place. They just had a meeting today about working together. And these guys are punching each other backstage for real.
So I take it Eddie started it.
Uh
What it seems like, right?
took shots at each other in the lead up to we'll have to wait and see. Let me go back to the beginning of this article. It just says that it's reported that they got into a fist fight. It doesn't say why.
Okay.
I'll find out later. But yeah, that's not good. They just had a meeting today about working together, and they're beating each other up. Forbidden Wesker. I want Callisto Steelbook, but just not the rest of the collection. So why don't we look at Deal Today? I'll pull up the sponsor. Or Deal Today is not yet, right? It's at 1 o'clock.
Another 12 minutes.
All right, I'll pull up our sponsors. Anybody got any questions in the chat room?
Ask us stuff.
Do you guys in the chat room think, oh, you know what? I'm going to put a poll up. How about that?
There you go.
I want to thank our sponsors over at Patreon. We got JB Zombie, Abo, Hockey Fan, and Captain Catch. Thank you for being sponsors of the Game Complainers podcast. We also have Trainwreck, who is a member of this channel. Thank you so much, Trainwreck. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Appreciate that.
Ant, how come on RE2 OG I can find both Virgin Hearts but no keys? Original game is easy. Original game on easy mode.
In R2, I could find both Virgin Heart. You're talking about the heart keys?
He might be talking about the plugs.
Oh, you mean the spark plugs?
Well, you have the heart plug and the rook plug, remember? Maybe he's finding the plugs, not the keys.
I can find both Virgin Hearts, but no key.
By the way,
Are you playing Leon
RWK
or Claire, by the way? But yeah.
RWK got a PlayStation 1 the other day. And
Really?
It wasn't
Nice.
working. So he opened it, cleaned it out, whatever, and he got it to work.
Wow.
So
Damn.
he's rocking some PS1 games.
That's cool, man.
Nice.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I'll be busting out the PS1 for a live stream this week, so stay
What?
tuned for that. But yeah, no, it's gonna be cool to kind of like I mean, hopefully I actually want to see RE2 on the network, but who fucking knows?
Yeah, you know what's Sony doing with this thing? It's been like a month, right? 2 months?
No more classic
3
games.
months? 2 months.
July and August, yeah.
Had to fix the gear of war. No, that's really cool that you did that, man, because a lot of people wouldn't take action in their own hands and sit down and take their time and fix stuff.
Yeah, no, that's
So
cool, man.
that's really cool. I'm glad you did that. The Heartstone's Leon, but can't find Brad to get the key. Oh. You want to explain to him about Brad?
Oh yeah, so with Brad in that game, to get the key for the closet, it's not a progression key. It's just for the special costumes in the dark room, but you have to get to the police station without picking up any ammo or items, and you have to go underneath, and the Brad zombie will be there, but you'll only have what you started with. So he's a super zombie. You gotta kill his ass, and he's going to be annoying. There's ways you can get him to dive, and he'll dive, and then you can, he can chomp on your leg, and you can just smash him, and he's dead. But that's how you get Brad to appear there. If you pick up if you pick up Kendo's stuff, you pick up anything past the point of starting the game, he will not be there. But you don't have to do that. That's not for progression. So that's just a little old school hint there. But yeah. I don't know what Sony's doing with the fucking network, but they got to put more shit on there.
RWK88 with the $9.99 super chat. Appreciate it.
Woo.
Thank you so much. Man, I have a million questions. Just can't think of them on the spot. Well, you let me know if you want. Write them down. Make a text file. So next time we stream, you can ask me whatever you want.
I was going to say, we can, we usually have enough time to actually go into the questions. But that's the thing. Well, let's get into this Gary Busey thing. That unfortunately happened.
All right. Spoiler alert. If you want to call it that.
Yeah, this is just more just like unfortunate things that happen.
So you allegedly were at Monster Mania, and you allegedly heard about the situation, and allegedly, it's been alleged. So, Lee.
Yeah, allegedly. So yeah, I may have heard rumblings Friday night about what exactly.
So you were there working.
I was working the show. I was working with Tom Skerritt. I was, handling when you're handling at a table, pretty much like just constantly dealing with money and your stuff. So you're so like laser focused, and you can't fuck up. So you're just like constantly, you're giving change and you're in the zone. So Fridays are the later show. Fridays usually, get into the hotel Thursday night.
Your mic keeps cutting out, man.
That's so weird because it's literally fucking Discord.
Well, now you're
so
okay,
weird.
but then when you start talking, I don't know.
It's fucking Discord, I swear.
Discord sucks.
But yeah, anyway, so Fridays you start later. Those are the late. And so you start at like 5 o'clock, and by, I want to say like 9:30, I walk down and I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird because I noticed, Gary Busey's banner was gone by Friday night, leaving, right? So we get done later, and Saturdays are the early days, so you try to get done. But we went out to dinner, and then I heard two people that I know that were around in a room where this was going down. They didn't see it happen, but they heard that Gary Busey got thrown out of the show immediately, and it's come out in a police report that it's due to harassment, sexual harassment charges. Him not keeping his hands to himself. Basically, that's essentially what went down here at a couple different occasions. But one of them being a photo op, one of them being something maybe at the table. I don't know. This is allegedly what happened. This may or may not have happened in that room. May have happened at the table when he was signing for something, because he was doing table photos too. So that makes me even more like just because people are getting next to him and shit. Because photo ops, it's weird the fact that if he tried to do something there, because there's multiple people around, but there's multiple people around in the other room. So that shows you how sick in the head this guy is. But yeah, so we heard about this Friday night. He got kicked out immediately, and I just want to be clear for the record that no, he was not there all weekend. As soon as the showrunner knew about it, heard about it, he was out of there Friday night. His banner was gone. His table was removed. Like, everything was gone. And so a lot of the misconception is that he was there all weekend and this just kept happening. No, as soon as it happened, it was reported. One of my friends saw one of the females talking to the cops, taking a statement. It was done. You know what I mean? So I just want that to be clear. It's unfortunate that you have to deal with situations like this at shows, but I think that they did the right thing. They put out a press release thing about this, and then Monster Mania had to obviously reply. We don't tolerate that behavior and stuff like that. So it finally came out like a week after the fact. We knew about it, and it was, but like it was just one of those things we knew about, and we were just like, all right, the authorities have it. Let's just figure out what's going on, and then now everyone knows, and it's like a known thing. So it's very weird because it was like at that dinner that night, only a few of us knew, and then it became this big thing of like now everybody knows, and it's on all these news reporting sites and everything. So yeah, sick people at cons. This stuff, unfortunately, it does happen. It's just like with like music or movies or whatever in the industry. There's people that try to use their take advantage of people and fans, and yeah, we don't tolerate that shit at the show. And obviously, someone like that is not in. Allegedly he was drinking, and he was not. He was fucked up the whole time. So I don't know what's the point of coming to a show and you can't even be there, in the right headspace for your fans, and then you're going to treat them like that. No excuses. You're just a dick, and you're ruining it. You scarred people, and yeah, that's kind of just like, it's very unfortunate. The show did go over well. It was a good show besides that, but unfortunately, that was the one bad egg in the bunch, and hopefully he gets put away. Or if he doesn't get put, gets put away in a fucking loony bin, because he definitely doesn't know where he's at. He definitely doesn't seem to be in shape to be doing these things anyway. And I just want to say, like, shame on the manager or agent for trying to stick up for this guy on certain Facebook groups that I'm in, because I did see that, and it was very, very, very hard to try to justify that. Now, of course, that was before it was public, and this was like a big thing. But man, some of these people, man, like they gotta fuck off. So, but yeah, so that was my experience. Obviously, I didn't see anything. I didn't. It was all, but I knew by that night that shit went down, and it was not looking good on his side. So, yeah. So don't really know, who met him, and I don't know how many groups of people it was at a certain time, but I just know that it just happened on the first day, and it was the last day. So, yeah, I don't really have any other dirt on it, but it's just more just like, yeah, there's more of just, I just hope that, he gets exactly what he deserves, and, because he did something shortly after, which I'm not going to repeat because it's disgusting, and that made headlines too, but he's not well in the head. Let's just say that. And I think there needs to be, regardless, people should know that he should not be around certain, females, or if he can't act a certain way, you know what I mean? Or just people in general, just completely disgusting. So, yeah, just very, very shocked. And I'm sure it will be acknowledged at the next, meeting or whatever. But it sucks, when someone has to ruin something like that. I know people still had a good time, because there was people that didn't even know it happened, because it was so quickly removed and just like he wasn't there. But yeah, it was it sucked, but it went over well in terms of attendance, and nothing went wrong on the workers' side of the standpoint. But unfortunately, some people affected that past weekend, and it's never a good thing. So, yeah. So fuck that guy, and he'll never be back. So, that's it, and that's that. Chat room on the Gary Busey stuff.
So, I assume, like, he's not the first one that they brought in, not just at Monster Mania, but any con.
Right.
Where they're bringing these old timers back, and they're just acting like maniacs.
Yeah.
Like, he actually was a monster at Monster Mania. So he played the gimmick up, I guess, to his fullest extent. But,
yeah, way too close, I guess, right? It's like, yeah.
But are they going to, like... It's not just, like, Monster Mania. It's all the cons. They got to, like, get with the managers of these people. Like, yo, if you book, your guy has to be sober.
Right.
Like, you can't bring these guys in all loaded and drunk and everything. Like, they're not there to party. They're there to sign autographs, say hello to the people, and then when they leave, they can go to the bar and do whatever they want.
That's it, and
But at least be professional for 5-6 hours, if even.
that's all it is. Yeah, because Friday the autographs times are like 5 to
How hard is
9:30.
it to just
Yeah.
be cool for a few hours and be like, all right, I'll sign autographs, whatever, say hello, shake hands, whatever you do. Then when you're done, go to the bar, go across the street, go drink, do whatever you got to do. But
Yeah, they all have hotel
They
rooms.
gotta-
They're all
yeah,
set up.
they got to
It's
get these people in some sort of I don't know. You got to get the managers to make sure everyone's set up or they cancel. You know what I mean?
It's just the.
Do you
I
give
think
them a
it's the agents.
breathalyzer when they come in the door? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, I think it's the agents of just trying to not stick up, but cover for them in certain aspects of the whole drinking thing. Like, no, that's not true. Like telling fans on a page that's called Monster Mania fan page, and that's where all the fans post about what happened with this, what happened with that, how much is this, how much is that. It's the main page. Customers that attend the show, and to see him on there doing that was just very. I don't know if they have those screens. The police, but him just trying to kind of go over that. I think it's one of those things where, yeah, it's I think the agents have to understand that it's not just going to be some show, and it's not just going to be. You got to present yourself the same every show, and some people don't. Some people will look at something and be like, "Oh, I don't care about that," or "I don't care about this." But yeah, like you said, I think it's just dude, you got to have respect for that. That X amount of hours, even if even if stars get themselves a drink, okay, whatever, you're having a drink, but dude,
I think they should stop that. Be like, yo, if you're on the clock, you ain't drinking.
But here's the thing, I never sit I've seen a bunch of people at tables and stuff. I've never seen that actually go down. I've seen people come back and they've smoked cigarettes, they've
Right.
They smoked the devil's lettuce. They've had other things that you could tell, but you're just okay, but that's whatever. You could just tell they're just off doing their thing.
Right.
But again, you can't. Same thing with the Ric Flair thing. When he was there and he was going to the bar just at random times, not really showing up. That's just one of those things where it's dude, what are you doing? That's again one of those things. Now he obviously signed and he did his thing, but it's dude, just take a break when you really want to take a break, eat food or something, and then drink later. Don't drink during, but I'm sure that's depending on where you are in your sobriety or not. He might just, Ric Flair might have just been a loose cannon, and this guy was clearly a loose cannon. Especially because he couldn't keep his hands to himself. You know what I mean? It's so. Yeah, very strange. Some of these old guys, man, they just got to stop. They're already not working in the industry anymore. So some of these old guys just have to, get the hell out of there if they're not fit for a healthy for a show. Like you said, keep that shit out of there, and just work. And then you can party at the end. You got all weekend. You could do it at night. Saturday the shows get done at 5 because you start early, so you have Saturday night and to hang out if they want.
Or just don't do the damn show if you ain't up to it. If you want to sit home and drink all day, don't book the show.
If you're not in the mindset to do a show like that, because
look, these guys are allowed to take breaks. I understand, obviously, they're there all day.
Yeah.
Like you said, they go out and they smoke a cigarette or whatever, and they come back. Fine, but the problem is they can't show up loaded. They can't show up drunk. I don't think they should be drinking during the show. I think there should be a policy in all the cons.
Right.
Be like, yo, if you're gonna work this show, and they let the managers know ahead of time, be like, yo, this guy needs to be sober, and you can't drink until you're done.
Right. Especially
I think that needs to go down because he's you got Gary Busey, you got Ric Flair, you got all these old guys coming there, and they're just making an ass out of themselves, and they're doing crazy things, and you can't be doing that.
Yeah, and the last time for Ric Flair's sake, the last time he was at the show was before his hospital visit, his scare. His really serious health scare. So, I haven't seen him back since, and he probably won't do shows ever again there, because, I doubt he'll just do shows in general, besides his, wrestling matches here and there. But yeah, it makes you, when you see stuff like that, like the health scares, you just hope that they, do what they can to not repeat that. But like you said, he was even drunk during the match. So it's like, what are we doing here? Are we getting healthy? Are we, are we
No.
just saying fuck it because we're too old now? So we're getting close to death. I don't know.
I think that's what he's doing, but
Yeah. So, but again, even to Ric Flair's credit, he never did what this dude did, as far as on record. But it's just one of those things where it's disappointing. It's a bad look. It's unfortunate, and hopefully, like I said, everyone in this situation gets what's coming to them, and that on that negative side of that mindset, just like trying to take advantage of people, like they'll get what's coming to them, and the report's been filed, so it's there, and who knows what will go down.
He'll probably get arrested.
Yeah.
I mean, what could he do? I mean, you can't do that to people, man.
Yeah. And then you're in the park the next day doing whatever. It's like, dude, you're done. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you're playing with fire.
You know what the cons are gonna have to do? They're gonna have to start banning people.
I think they should ban certain agents and clients. I think they should start
Yes,
like really getting to the bottom of it.
Like they should build like a reputation. Like Robert England's been doing this for like 10 years or whatever.
Right.
Whatever
And they
it's
know
been,
his agency. Yeah.
20 years, whatever. Yeah, they know his agent. Like he's on the good list.
His
But then
wife
they have the
handles
ban
the money
list.
sometimes. You know what I mean? So it's like they got a system going, and I think some people have to understand that, like, yeah, like there's certain, like, there's a guy named Sean Clark who he does all the horror, a lot of the Halloween guys. He's their guy, and he's a cool guy. Like he's been on YouTube. He used to do like the horror location videos back in the day, and then he got in the industry, the business. But he's like a guy that, like, again, you trust him. He's been doing it for years. Like, he never have a problem with his clients, because that's what they call them, clients. His clients. So yeah, it's just like they got to really get these people, these agents, quote unquote agents, because I don't know how well these agents really are with the job if they can barely fucking manage these assholes here.
The agents are probably the same age as these guys.
Yeah, but sometimes they hold themselves higher or more important than they really are, when really it's, dude, if this dude did something fucked up, you just got to admit it. Or if you're not, if you can't legally talk about it, like, don't tell people that, like, oh no, he wasn't drunk, when people were like clearly talking about it on the page as if they knew.
Well, that's another thing too. The agent guy probably doesn't want to get banned from the con, so he's going to say whatever.
No, exactly, because he might have another person under his another client that, it could be someone from Sons of Anarchy or whoever they get. Sometimes it's like you don't know. So, but yeah, so that's the show beef, right?
I'm not driving this motorcycle.
Yeah,
who drove this motorcycle?
We needed Ron Perlman there, because to be honest,
he should have grabbed Ron Perlman, and Ron Perlman should have got up and beat him up.
Ever since the Ron Perlman incident, they have like 4 industrial fans in there blowing cold air. It's so funny, but yeah, no, they
I really like your horns, Hellboy. That's it. He gets up and punches him in the face.
Yeah, that's yeah, man. So that's the beef at the show.
That's it.
The next Monster Mania is 51. It's in Maryland, which I'm looking forward to. It's a month from now. So and then I got the Oaks show in November. 4 shows this year. It's the most shows we've had since we've come back, because they added the Oaks show. But and then Braun Strowman was there.
Nobody cares about him.
But I guess people were getting his autograph a lot.
That's okay. Nobody cares about him.
Paige is going to be at the one in Oaks, though. All the fat dudes with the beard and the black t-shirts, they can get happy about that one. Hey, but they're at Monster Mania, so I'm not even I can make fun of I can poke fun at people too, because people at Monster Mania fit the demographic too sometimes. But I'm one of them in terms of the black t-shirts with the graphic tee or whatever. But I'm not gonna wait in line for see me. But yeah, so she's gonna be there. And
how come you didn't tell me the Borg Queen was gonna be there?
Who?
From Star Trek.
I know.
The Borg Queen.
Yeah,
Why didn't you tell me that?
I know. I didn't tell you that one. Also, oh yeah, I guess her name isn't Paige, right? It's Soraya?
Beavis.
Beavis and Butthead.
Her name is Soraya Beavis.
Soraya.
Her real name. She might be back because they're bringing, now that this guy Triple H took over, he's bringing all these people back. So
That's
she
so
might
cool.
be
They,
she might be back over there. In AEW, I don't know what's going on, man. It looks like they're falling apart.
This
I don't know why. I hope they don't fall apart. But AEW is a mess right now. I don't know why. It just out of nowhere, one day, boom, they became a mess.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I hope they can figure that out because we need AEW, like big time. So we'll wait
I like
and see
how
what happens.
I like how I see Clint Howard on here, and like the third movie, and it's like Solo, a Star Wars story, like as in one of the movies he was in. And it's like, who the hell's gonna get that sign?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure someone will, but yeah.
This thing is freezing again. Okay.
But okay, yeah, no, they got some people for Valley. I haven't actually looked at this. But yeah, they got the Halloween stuff. They got they got Anthony Michael Hall coming back. They got James U. Michael Myers. Nancy Loomis is gonna be there too, which is kind of crazy. Nancy Kai's, but her last name's Loomis. That's how she signed. She's gonna be there. And then they got the Dr. Loomis in Halloween Kills to come back. Hawkins, what's going on? And
Halloween Kills.
Michael kill again? Remember when he's in the thing? And did he kill again?
Oh, that guy?
It's like, what do you think?
That's a
he
real
did?
guy?
Like, yeah, he's gonna be at the show.
A real guy.
It's a real guy. Apparently, he was just some like dude on set that was like helping with the crew, but he looked so much like him that they were just like, we got to use him as Loomis because he just looks like him. Because they were gonna probably go with like CG or whatever, but they just put makeup on his face because he actually just looked like Loomis. So yeah. Because when I saw that, I was like, "There's no way that that's real." But like,
I didn't know
it
what
was
the
so
hell
jarring.
it was, man. I don't know if it was. I didn't know at the time. Look, it's cool.
Yeah.
Why can't they just make another movie with him in it? You know what I mean? Just make him alive still. I mean, he can't be, right? Because he would be like 150.
Right. Well, I thought the flashback scenes in Kills were probably the best scene. The 70s flashback scenes. Because they even got the guy that played Michael Myers in that scene. And me and my friends are making fun, like we're making kind of jokes about it. We're like, hey, they're gonna get that one guy that was holding the weapon in Halloween Kills the sign. You know, like it's like, who else are you gonna get? That's just like,
Right.
part of it. But yeah, see how that is.
Well, I got my Raspberry Pi Picos, a 3-pack. I tried this Pico boot thing for the GameCube. It's only like 4 or 5 wires you gotta solder. I could do that in 2 seconds. I'm waiting for my other adapters for the SD card. We're gonna check that out. Hopefully on stream or something.
Nice.
Okay, so on Shudder, there's only Halloween 1, 4, 5, no 2 or 3. He's throwing his hands up, says RWK.
I think it's just because they just don't own the rights to 2 or 3, and like the streaming rights. So unfortunately, I don't know who actually owns that, streaming wise. But 3 was always different. 3 Shudder never had. They might have had 2 last year, man. But yeah, sorry, Shudder. Unfortunately, I mean Shudder's great, and I know you signed up my recommendation, and that's awesome for you. But obviously, yes, it's just like anything else. Sometimes they'll lose the rights to stream certain movies, and they'll just disappear. And unfortunately, when it's a franchise, not all of them might be there. So Halloween 2 is great, though.
I want to thank Abba once again for did this GoldenEye, Agent Under Fire hack for the GameCube that lets you boot in the Swiss. I knew about the hack, but I didn't really pay attention to it, and he brought it to my attention again. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And I did a video on it. I've been streaming the last couple of days. I've been booting into it just for the hell of it. It's fun. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I got a Gilbert grape.
What's he eating?
I don't know. Ask his wife. He's eating what's in the bed, I guess.
RW says, I'm playing Far Cry 3 right now. To y'all, which is your favorite?
My favorite Far Cry game is none of them.
I mean, I only played, I think, 2 or 3. So I'd have to say 3. Because I didn't play anything beyond that.
I don't like any of them. I think they're all crap. I think Ubisoft sucks. I like Assassin's Creed 3. I know it's the worst one, and Syndicate. I know those are the 2 worst games that they made, and I like them. Far Cry can't get into. It's too big. I got Far Cry 3 on the PC. Dude, I'm getting lost. I'm in the woods. I'm driving the car. I don't know where the hell I'm going. I'm like, dude, it's not like GTA where you kind of know where you're going. You're just lost.
It's a lot more.
And then we tried 4 with the elephants. I never found a damn elephant, so I gave up on that. I tried 6.
There was Primal, right? There was Primal in between 4 and 5.
Yeah, I didn't even try Primal. Primal was a joke. It's like
Even I didn't get that one.
I tried 5. Wasn't a fan. I didn't even try the expansion for it.
And 6 came out, right?
I tried 6. It was so off the wall, I just gave up on it. It like the F word I know we curse a lot and everything, but literally they were just doing it to do it, and every other word at the end of every sentence was the F word, and I'm like, and then they put on fake language, fake accents and stuff like that. I'm like, this is stupid.
It wasn't accurate to anything. Yeah,
it's just being dumb.
I remember hearing about that. I was like, wow. Because people, I don't know, you would think they would get better, right? Because like the engines are getting better and like, you know.
I know the game has like humor to it. I get that. But can you make it kind of like serious with some humor to it? They don't really do that. It's just Ubisoft being stupid. I'm not a fan of Ubisoft games anymore.
No, I
like Rayman and stuff like that, but like their other games, they're just cookie cutter.
And we got burnt out on them, man. It's like we got one like every.
That's why people are like, "Oh, Xbox should buy Ubisoft." It's like I don't give a fuck who buys Ubisoft. Screw Ubisoft. I hope they go away.
Yeah, and again, and in my opinion too, how they handled Siege up to a certain point and everything. I was on that game for a while. I was on that game for like 6 or 7 years on that last gen. That was the one game that like was consistent for me, but it always had problems. Their servers were always in beta. Their servers sucked ass for the time that we were playing. Okay. There was no crossplay back then, of course. There was no next gen update that's going to fix all. No, it took us years to get there. So the Siege that these motherfuckers are playing today, they have unless they've been playing since vanilla, they have the bullshit that, anyone that played it that knows what I'm talking about. It was frustrating, and that's Rainbow Six. That's Rainbow fucking Six, like a staple in
it just seems like
shooters.
I'll give them credit for Siege for one reason. They still keep it going.
They do. I'll give them that.
But they made that other game, Extraction, that was on Game Pass. I didn't even touch it. And it got like really bad reviews and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, maybe I won't even bother. Who knows? But
they were trying to do a zombie thing, and I think while they did do a zombie test DLC for Siege for a little bit, they did a run with that, and then they made its own game. I just kind of wish we had another Rainbow game. Even if it was a different multiplayer concept entirely, because that's what Siege is for, just to have that concept of the 5v5, one round, like, or one, life each round kind of thing.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Ubisoft, I agree, dipped in quality, and I think the last game I really played from them was Siege, like that I really put a lot of time.
Dude,
grind time in.
Look, I like Syndicate and I like Assassin's Creed 3, okay? I didn't beat them, but I got pretty far in them. Kind of. Yeah. I'm just not interested in their stuff. And then, I'm already biased towards them because people trade in all these Assassin's Creed games. I got them stacked to the ceiling. Yeah. I hate looking at them. And it's just like they keep cranking out, ooh, Assassin's Creed this, ooh, Assassin's Creed. It's like, stop. Please stop it. Just make one game a year and shut up.
And everyone bought them, so everyone owns them. So they got to go somewhere, right? They end up in shops here. Where
One
it's
guy
like,
called. He's like, I want to trade in a bunch of Xbox 360 games. I was like, yeah, we're not taking those right now because people want like $5 a game.
for
They're gonna
sports
get
games, too.
Well, they're gonna. It doesn't matter if the sports games or not now because now it's like what 3 gens behind,
Yeah.
2 gens behind. I'm giving you 5 cents for these games now because you know why? They're gonna be stacked up to the ceiling. I don't care what game it is at this point in my life. People think they're going to get $5, $10 a game. It's like these games are 20 years old.
And they run like shit on the console.
They
that they're
run like
on.
shit. They've been remade like 3 times. They're not worth anything. And then people get offended. Like,
You're trying to rip me off. It's
trying
like,
to rip
no.
It's like, no, they remade Assassin's Creed, the trilogy, and all that crap. They remade this. They remade that. I don't know. I'm not mad. I just curious. Nah, it's cool. We know you're not mad.
Oh, about the Shutter thing? Oh, yeah.
We don't take
no
offense
worries.
to that stuff,
Oh,
man.
no.
Don't worry.
No, I'm the same way, man. Like, I'll go on there and I'll just be like, why do they have 3, 4, and 5 of this movie, but not 2? And I'm like, God damn. I gotta try to. That's why, like, again, I, it sounds like a broken record of the whole. If you want to own movies that you have, so yeah. Well, one thing I really do like, though, is the Movies Anywhere. That thing is just so killer to be able to just, use all your digi codes and put them in one spot. And so, like, when you're away, you can just log in and boom, you got your 4K library right there. And it streams it in 4K. Like, obviously, it's 4K streaming, so it's not as good as the disc.
Right.
But it streams it in 4K. So it's like, because you own that copy. So, because I put my heat code in there, because I got that on 4K, but yeah.
Well, I don't think there's any more news. You want to check real quick? See if anything
Yeah.
broke?
And then do you want to check Squeal of the Day real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let me see real quick. Hold on, I'm checking to see if any more news happened.
Acer Aspire 3 HD laptop, 329. That's an i3 processor, 8 gigs of RAM. A Lenovo Flex 3 Chromebook for $100.
Oh, we forgot to talk about 343 with Halo. They're going to announce next week the next several months of Halo Infinite.
Oh, nice. 1 year later, huh? I'm still waiting for those maps, 343.
They're
Where's
going
the
to have
JPEG?
stuff for the next several months. Several months. This system is almost a year. This game is almost 2 years old.
What
was it, a year, 2 years old? When did it
Almost
come
a
out?
year old.
This game's almost a year old, and there's...
November would be when multiplayer dropped. December would be when the game dropped.
Yeah, they really need to...
But it's not finished.
I know, but...
Still.
How about you finish the game and then let me know? Be like, yo, in 2 weeks, it's dropping.
So what did they say? Are they going to be putting out maps? Are they doing what are they doing?
They're going to let us know.
We're just letting you know.
They're going to let us know next week what they have planned for the next several months.
They're gonna put the little statement and be like, "We know we promised you co-op."
Yes,
but
yes. We know we said, we're doing these flight tests and all this bullshit, but it amounted to nothing.
I did the flight test we did the flight test for the co-op, and it was good. Right. But where is it?
We know we promised you, but we lied.
Dude, I don't even know anymore. Look, I like Halo Infinite, but they got to really get on the ball with this. Because they lost their whole...
Season 1, I played a bunch. Season 2,
they lost their whole player base.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too late.
Really
quick. Going to be like, co-op is coming. Sorry, go ahead.
The Last of Us remake, whatever the hell, trailer got dropped. I didn't even watch it. It's like, I don't even care. They're trying to justify so hard that this deserves a $70 price tag. It's just like, it doesn't.
Oh yeah,
this deserves like a $10 price tag.
Shown.
What?
The HBO show was also shown.
Yeah, they showed a little trailer of it, but that's coming out next year.
Yeah, I know.
If Warner Brothers doesn't cancel it.
Ellie looks and sounds like shit. I'm sorry. She looks like shit ran over twice.
Well, this guy...
And Joel looks good. You know, he looks decent.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have his beard. He only has a mustache.
In the one clip, I thought he had the beard.
He's got no beard. He's got a mustache.
I could have sworn I saw him with the beard.
Pedro, what the hell's his name?
Pedro Pascal.
Pascal?
Is that his name? I think it is.
Yeah, that is. He's a good actor, but...
Yeah, he's great, but give him a beard.
Maybe he does later. Who knows?
Yeah, he'll grow it for season 5.
Any other scary movies coming up other than Scream 6? Halloween Ends in October, and then there is a movie called Pearl that is
There's a movie
prequel
called
to X.
Xbox Goes to Hell that we'll be filming.
Scary.
Xbox Goes to Hell. Oh, you know what they also announced? They're going to be putting out Dawn of the Dead in 3D because the guy that owns the rights to Dawn of the Dead, the reason why there hasn't been an years is because this guy that holds the rights put all this money into a 3D version, but 3D's become obsolete. So
Right.
he's finally putting it out but in Regal only theaters.
Regal just got shut down. Bankrupt.
Yeah, so apparently that's coming out October, the weekend of Village, October 29th, 30th, 31st, I think. Halloween weekend.
Yo, Regal, they're gonna have to show the movies in the parking lot.
The ones by me are still open, but the problem is their seating. They don't have the nice seats. It's like not assigned. So you just like go there and you're just like, why am I paying, 15 when I could pay 15 over here and get the premium seat?
We need
or
Xbox
less.
Goes to Hell now, says the Alchemist. Let me tell you something, brother. We're gonna, even if we can't be together to film this thing, we're filming it. And I'm gonna sit at my computer and I'm gonna edit the crap out of this thing, and you guys are gonna have that. We'll make it like a little movie thing, but it was supposed to be a podcast, but I guess now it's turned into this theatrical masterpiece that we had to produce.
Well, one thing that I kind of wish that we did for the past 10 years on the show, almost 10 years, is we just made. I mean, we literally have a fucking vault of material. But just have a notebook, just jot shit down of the funny jokes or the funny things that we've said or the conversations that we've heard, because using all of that would be great script material, pulling from something that you said in 2015 or something that Frank said, just funny shit, you know what I mean? Or conversations, because we can just work that into a script. Kind of what we talked about years ago, about using real life experiences about the shop and working it into, or making fun of these YouTube guys, all these ideas we have. I feel we can do that.
Dude, I have so many ideas about that people would come after us if we put that out.
Immediately.
And it would just be a joke. It wouldn't be anything.
That's why you gotta imitate them. They can't be called the name of the person. It's just gotta be
dude, I could totally do all that. That could be done. But yeah, if you go on this channel, there was the rant. If you go on our channel here and do the search, type in the rant, and it was a 20-minute rant about Kojima and how this guy, one of the reviewer guys, was saying that he didn't know why there's a woman in Gears 5, but he loves Ellie, and dude, we went nuts. I think Richard was drunk during that because he was on the podcast, and he's just dying laughing. Yeah. Everyone's laughing. Abbo was like, you have to cut that and paste just that video.
And that was back when we were doing just audio.
That was a couple of years ago, too. It wasn't even that long ago.
It wasn't. It was 2019.
It's 2019.
2019, right?
It was right before I took my hiatus.
Yeah, and I went on a huge rant pretending to be a YouTuber. And dude, everyone died in the chat. I think Alchemist was there too.
Oh, dude, me and Richard were howling on the we're dead. We were literally just
I think Frank, were you there? Or did you leave
No,
and then I did the rant.
It was his break.
I think I left early because literally I was about to all the
stuff you left the I think you left the show to go to sleep or something, and then I just stayed on with these guys, and
that's what it was.
Yeah, I had to sleep because I didn't know when the baby.
And then you woke up the next day, and you're like, "What the hell happened?"
I missed the rant.
'Cause we
by,
went
like,
on
a
for
minute.
another like half hour, 45, and it was like 2 a.m. and we're just cracking up. It was just like
Because it was bullshit. These guys were like shitting all over Xbox. Oh, I don't know why there's a woman in Gears 5 as the protagonist, but I love Ellie. It's like, dude, what?
yeah, it's like
But I love
also-
Ellie.
yeah, and it was also just funny because
And then the guy was like, yeah, I haven't played Gears since Gears 2. And I'm just like, then why are you even commenting on this stuff?
yeah.
And that was the whole rant. It was a rip on that dude, and we were making fun of it.
It was almost like, yeah, it was almost like Perry's like shoot interview on this like the whole like YouTube.
These PlayStation guys, man, they've been stupid for fucking years, man. I've had enough. And you know what? Some of these Xbox guys are dumb too. Not a lot of them. A lot of
It works
Xbox
both
guys
ways.
just want to play games, man. The PlayStation guys are like, "Ooh, we want to put you under our thumb. We want to make sure you buy our console." For what? So PlayStation Network can go down?
Yeah,
Because too many people are on it? Breaking
people know-
fucking news. Nobody buys exclusives.
right. And people know on the channel that like, you know, we talk shit on Xbox when they're fucking up. We talk shit on Halo when it's fucking up. We talk shit on Sony when they're fucking
This
up.
guy
It's not
posted the link in the
Nintendo.
chat.
That's the rant.
There you go.
We rant on Nintendo all the time. Nintendo used to be the kings of gaming.
Him holding the. I forgot that was the picture.
RWK, man, you need to click on that link. Cue that up so that when
wait.
we leave tonight, you can listen to that.
I was gonna say, wait till we leave though. Don't listen to it now.
Of Norman Reedus fucking just holding. That is great.
Remember, I was making all those memes where he's
yes.
holding all this stuff.
That was so funny.
You know, Predator Last of Us 1? No.
No.
Last of Us
One.
1 remake of the remaster of the remake. I'll get it when it's $10 digital.
Or if you put it on your fucking service, like you
Yeah,
should
they
have.
put it on. It should have debuted on PSN.
Because if it did, to be honest, I might have checked it out. I might have. I might have. I might have actually popped it in for a little bit just to see what the fucking fuss. But you know what? The fact that they want $70 in tax, they can, you know.
They should have put a steelbook out with the game. They did. It's $100 for the steelbook.
It's the day one edition or whatever the fuck it's called.
And people bought it, and because it's sold out, everyone's telling me, well, it's sold out. That means people are interested. I'm like, no, it's sold out because people want to scalp it on eBay.
Well, the
Yeah.
Halo steelbook sold out and then went back in stock. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
because nobody could scalp it on eBay.
Yeah, exactly.
PlayStation 5's in stock right now because nobody could scalp them on eBay. PlayStation Direct, it's up right now. We just looked it up. The Horizon bundle's up there. If you want to get a PlayStation 5, right now is the time. It's up. Apparently nobody wants them. But yeah, I mean, look, we talk about every game system because we own them all. So we have valid criticism on these things. But it's just stupid, man. It's like, who cares? Just buy the system. Or you can only pick one system. Oh, really?
Not me.
You can't just make money and go buy another machine? Have fun and enjoy all the games? I just like I like Xbox's ecosystem better than PlayStation's at the moment. In my opinion, the last great PlayStation was PlayStation 2. That was when I actually bought games for the machine that I enjoyed. PlayStation 3 was a piece of junk. It was a good machine as far as multimedia. That was the media box, was the PlayStation 3. The games were okay. PlayStation 4, I just wasn't really into that. They ported a lot of the games over from PS3 to PS4 because a lot of people on the PS4 were on 360. But they're starting to do that again. And I'm like, dude, you won last gen. Everyone played your stupid games. Why are you porting The Last of Us Part 1 over and you're paying full price for it? Like, why? And these people are trying to justify it online. Like, oh, you're paying for great. No, shut up. You're being brainwashed.
30 backwards.
That's some like
compatible.
iPhone, that's some Apple iPhone, BMW crap. You're paying for the status, and that's like stupid. They should have debuted it on the PlayStation service. People would have paid $120 a year just to have access to the game. And then they could buy the game if they wanted. Sony would have made so much more money. But they're not looking at it like that. because they've conditioned their audience a certain way. And now they're trying to break that with these PC ports, and their audience is pushing back. And they don't know how to get the audience to understand, like, oh, it's okay that it's on PC. They're just doing it. They're ripping the Band-Aid off, and people are getting mad, which, who cares? Great, Spider-Man's on PC. I love it. I'll play it there now that I have the PlayStation 5. I can play it on PC now with cheats and mods and stuff. Awesome. It really should be there day one. God of War Ragnarok should be on PC day one. I'd rather play it on PC. Why? Why can't I play it on PC? Why I had to do this? Because they want you to double dip.
And
It's
that's
stupid.
the problem with Last of Us is just like, and listen, I still think the first game it's one of the best games in, the last X amount of years. It's not like the top game of all time for me, but I do really enjoy it.
It's
I
better
do
than
think
the
it's an
second one.
It is an amazing game, but you don't see me going out and, like Perry said, $10, you know what I mean? If that. And that's just like, and it should have been on the service. Like, there's just so much that's against that thing from me picking it up again. And I honestly don't have a desire. I mean, it's been a while since I played it, sure, but I don't really am like, oh, I gotta go back and play Last of Us. Like, no, I beat that game so much to where it emotionally drained me. It's emotionally heavy game going on. You beat it like 7 or 8 times in a row because I play that thing like a fucking maniac. I played it like a maniac on PS3. I got the platinum on PS4. I did grounded mode. I did grounded plus mode. I did everything on that fucking game. I did the multiplayer trophies, which were fucking impossible. And I don't think this has multiplayer on it.
No.
Right? So that's not even in this. And they want 70. That's so fucking crazy. That blows my mind.
Because they condition their audience to believe that that's the way that quality is. And I'm just like, dude, it's such
but you can
BS.
use DualSense. Oh, you like that?
Yeah, you could touch yourself with the
Yeah,
DualSense,
you can
whatever.
fucking shove it up your ass.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just, man, that's my opinion on that Last of Us shit too. I agree. I don't like the double dipping thing. I think it's, and we're all
It's
guilty of it.
triple
We've
dipping at
done
this
it. But
point.
yeah, I was gonna say triple dipping at this point.
And then trying to like, oh, well, we put so much work into it. No, you didn't. You re-motion captured some people. Big deal.
Yeah. And
All you did
made
was
Ellie
take a
look like
photo
Last
of-
of Us 2 Ellie. Like they
Yeah.
restructured her face. They made a little. It's like this.
Well,
this
that
shit ain't
lady
from
that
the
plays
ground up.
Tess, they were like, ooh, we called her back. It's like, yeah, she's 65 years old now. Now she looks like an old lady in the first game.
Right.
So this guy Joel is dating old ladies?
Yeah. Maybe that's just what he likes.
Well, that's what he likes now, 10 years later. What are they going to do in 20 years?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are they gonna remake part 1 the 5th time, and he'll just be an elderly dude just in a home or something? Like, what the fuck?
Joel be in a wheelchair in the remake of the remake of the remake of the remaster of the remake of the remake of the remaster.
Well, we'll remake 2 in like a couple years, like you said. That'll be coming out on PS5.
I saved your video rant and put it under education. Uh-oh.
Well, it is gonna enlighten you, that's for sure.
I'm going to wait on some games on the Slim before I get a PlayStation. You'll be waiting a while for that, Slim. They really need to get that thing slimmed down because this thing's a boat.
Oh yeah. Also, I was just gonna say real quick, like the fact that Last of Us isn't coming out on PC the same day is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I
by
know.
the way.
They said it's coming soon, which I think November, December.
That's
but
still
still.
just annoying. Yeah, it's like, come on.
Well, they lied about the Uncharted game. They said it was coming out in June. They
But
confirmed
that's
it.
what pisses me off.
And then they
Why
turn
did
around
they
and
do
were
that?
like, oh, no, August, July,
Yeah,
whatever
Yeah.
it was.
It's like, what month? Like, we're waiting for. We're like, isn't this thing supposed to be out? And then it just never showed up. And then with this, they didn't even announce a date. It's almost like they knew. Like, yeah, we're not going to tell the date this time. We're just going to.
Yeah, if anything, I'll play it on PC. And it won't be 70 on PC. And I'm not paying full price anyway. I'm not paying 60 for it. That's got to come down. Completely come down. So, Black Friday, I'm sure that game's going to be super cheap. And by the way, people have to speak with their wallets on this one. Because this is going to set a precedent. If this game sells like 10 million copies in the first week.
And it fucking will. It will.
Well, hopefully it doesn't.
I know.
And then
but it's
people
just-
will, and then they'll see on the other side, okay, maybe it's not a good idea for $70 for old games. Which, remember, they don't play old games over there.
Right.
But you're going to pay $70 for them. All right. We're going to get out of here. You guys are tired. I'm tired. Everyone's tired. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I want to thank you all for being here today. I want to thank RWK88 for the super chat once again.
Thank you, RW.
And that's pretty much it. Pretty good show, guys. Appreciate it.
Good to be back.
Yeah. And we will catch you guys next week.
All right.
All right.
care, everyone.
Bye.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Stay safe. I'm ready to see the first week numbers. This shit talk is going to be crazy either way. I can't wait either. Well, hopefully we get GoldenEye later today. If we don't, I don't know what to tell you. But whatever. All right, guys. Good night. Stay safe out there. And we'll catch you all sometime later today. I'll be streaming, so have a good one.